Hey, come on, Marsh. It's after midnight. You gotta get some sleep.
I can't. I guess I'm worried about going to prison tomorrow.
It's not like they're locking you up.
I know. It's just that this is all so new. I mean, up till now, all of my legal work has been wills and divorces and defending Wesley from the neighbors.
Who is this jailbird anyway?
Sharon Witt. I've never met her, but she's been convicted of armed robbery, grand theft, and felonious assault.
Oh, I think I voted for her.
Oh, George. Come in.
Oh, Mrs. Owens, I heard you pacing for several hours. May I bring you some hot milk?
Oh, no, thank you. I can get my own hot milk.
Then may I get you a cookbook?
Good night.
Good night, Mrs. Owens.
Hey, come on, Marsh. You're not gonna do anyone any good if you're dead on your feet.
Yeah, I guess you're right, George.
Sweetie pie? You sleepy? Marsh?
You're the third lawyer they assigned to this wacko. But maybe you'll stick. I got a feeling she's gonna like you.
What do you mean?
Oh, you'll see. You got half an hour. Holler if she tries to cut you. I know how to reason with these broads.
Hello, I'm Marsha Owens, your court-appointed attorney.
Yeah? Well, I'm Sharon Witt, your court-appointed
Psycho. Oh, well. Aren't you a sight for sore eyes? I just can't get over how much we look alike.
Well, we ain't exactly the same. I bet you ain't got the Queen of Hell tattooed on your butt.
Can we get on with your statement?
When I think about all the things I've been missing, it just makes me want to cry.
I'm gonna get you out of here, Sharon.
Yeah, I got a feeling you just might. Smoke?
No thanks.
Oops.
Oh, I'll get him. What? How did I get... Ooh. Oh.
Okay, you dames can bunk with Sleeping Beauty. Hey, Witt, you got company.
Am I glad you're back? Something terrible has happened.
Tell me about it. The latrine backed up in cell block D. Meet your new roommates.
No, you don't understand. I'm not Sharon Witt. I'm Marsha Owens.
And I'm Sigourney Weaver.
No, Sharon hit me. She knocked me out, and she stole everything. Even my suede boots.
Nice try, Witt.
No, I'm telling you, I don't belong here. Oh, no, I wouldn't try to con you. I'm a lawyer. Oh, yeah, Vic, man, this is the perfect setup. Yeah. I'm going to hang out till I find out where these rubes keep their loot, and then... Well, of course I can make them trust me. Trust me. Ooh, I gotta go. Someone's coming.
Yeah, bye.
Oh, thanks. Here's some of the tools I'm gonna need.
Oh?
Yeah, I'm gonna help repair the garage. Don't you remember?
Oh, yeah, right. The repairman.
Oh, I'm gonna grab a sandwich.
Well, I'm gonna grab a little something myself. Oh! Well, I think you're getting a little bony down there, Sonny. I think you should be eating more.
Sonny?
Don't you get tired of me calling you by your usual name?
I like Kevin.
Well, Kevin it is, Kevin.
Yeah, well, listen, Dad's gonna be home any minute, so just tell him I'm upstairs.
Was that Kevin I saw drive up?
Oh, hiya, big boy.
Mrs. Owens!
Happy birthday. Kevin, Wesley, Heather, that guy in the big sweater, whoever he is. Oh, and that must be the husband. Yuck.
Here is your mail, Mrs. Owens.
Oh, thank you, sport.
Are you feeling all right, Mrs. Owens? You seem a little distracted.
Yes. Well, when you were cleaning my room, did you by chance misplace my jewelry box?
Mrs. Owens, you know I steer clear of your personals. I'm sure that your jewelry is safe and sound.
Swell.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Mr. Belvedere.
Wesley, you're an hour late.
I had detention.
Yeah? I mean, shame. Mr. Belvedere, I would like to be alone with Wesley.
You're a brave soul.
Wesley, come sit down.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Oh, I'm sure you had a reason. Here, buy yourself a beer.
Gee, Mom, this isn't like you.
Well, I want you and me to be pals.
But you're my mother.
And the proud mother I am to have such a clever little tyke. Gitchy-coo kid.
Yeah, well, thanks, Mom.
I'm gonna grind you into mulch.
Yeah, I'm gonna stomp you into sludge.
Oh, gotcha. It's 3 packs of cigarettes you owe me, sister.
The hell I do. You moved your elbow.
You want to make something out of it?
I got a better idea. Let's play blackjack.
No way. Gambling is illegal.
What are they gonna do, kick us out of here? How about you, Blondie? Up for a game?
No, thanks.
Ah, come on. Look, no weapons.
What about her?
Old Lady Haverford? Nah. She don't associate with us. Common criminals.
That's Doris Haverford, the restaurant heiress who chopped her husband up into little bits and scattered him in the park? I thought they dropped the murder charges.
Yeah, but they got her for littering.
Gee, she's famous.
Hey, I'm kind of famous myself.
Yeah?
Oh, sure. I spent most of my career serving major government officials.
Yeah, at an hourly rate.
I see. And Greta, what are you in for?
5 to 10. This cop was manhandling me, and I slapped him in the face.
And they gave you 5 to 10 for that?
Well, she was setting fire to a factory at the time.
Okay, you warthogs, exercise period.
You know, this is outrageous. You're holding an innocent woman while a dangerous criminal is on the loose doing God knows what.
Yeah.
Guess who?
Oh, it's you.
Brought you some flowers.
Well, thank you, my husband. I'll go put them in water.
Oh, no, here. Let Belvedere do that. Hey, when's the last time I brought you flowers?
Knowing you, George, after you attended your last funeral.
George.
Yeah. Come here, baby. Well, I got reservations for McSwarley's. Gourmet dinner, slow dancing.
Oh, no, I'm not hungry and my knees hurt.
I love it when you play hard to get.
I am Marsha Owens. Why won't you believe me?
Get off it. Anyone who returns kickoffs like you ain't no sissy housewife.
I am a lawyer and I also happen to jog a lot.
Boy, what a game. We really mauled them.
Reminds me when I was with the Falcons.
Yeah.
Oh, is that some prison gang?
No, the Atlanta Falcons. I was their place kicker.
They let a woman play?
Nope.
Well, then how could you? I mean, unless you were...
You got it.
You were a man?
You want to see my scars?
I gotta get out of here!
Mom. Yeah. Some friends and I wanted to go to the video arcade after school. Is that okay?
Sure. Just be back before the bars close.
Morning, Marsh. How's your headache?
Well, gotta go.
Mom, the garage is that way.
Well, I know that, Walter. Wesley, I gotta get some things from my room. Toodaloo.
Am I crazy? Is your mom acting a little strange?
Yes, on both counts.
Hey, maybe she's not Mom at all.
Wesley, what are you talking about?
Maybe she's a pod person. Maybe some alien snatched her body and replaced her with a replica.
Too bad. They got the wrong Owens.
Yeah, Vic, I found all the passbooks and the keys, but the bank won't let me make any withdrawals unless it's co-signed by George Owens. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll just hang out one more night. Maybe I can sweet-talk him into something. Oh, I'm sorry, I must have the wrong number.
You've been getting a lot of things wrong lately.
I'm just so overworked. Mr. Belvedere, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead, make my day.
I've been thinking about buying one of those new big-screen TVs, but I have to coax the money out of George. Now, what do you think is the best way to soften him up?
With a rubber mallet. Mrs. Owens, you've known him longer than I.
Yeah. But just for argument's sake, if you were me, what would you do?
Well, I suppose I would cook him a lavish gourmet dinner, then hit him up for the money right afterwards.
Great idea. I'll get right on it.
I'll start screaming. That'll bring the guard up here to see what's wrong.
I'll jump her and snap her neck like a twig.
That'll bring us up to the cell block guard.
I'll jump her and snap her neck like a twig.
Next, we'll go down to the main gate where there's 2 guards.
Take one on each arm and snap their necks like twigs.
Ladies, I don't know if this is a good idea. I mean, someone could get hurt.
Like an innocent bystander?
You know, you two have a very bad attitude.
Listen, Goldilocks. This is prison. There's gangs and screws and crummy food and endless work details. And there's nothing but drudgery and squalor and desperation as hour after hour, day after day, week after week, slowly they squeeze the soul out of you.
My, aren't you a gloomy Gus? What you need is a sing-along.
What?
Well, music can set you free.
What?
Okay, you slugs, mail call.
Look out! She has a comb!
Do exactly as I say, and no one gets hurt.
What do you want?
I want to be set free. I want her to sing.
Well, any special requests?
Yeah, sing do, re, mi, but one false note and Murphy's history.
Sing, lady, sing.
Do, a deer, a female deer, Ray, a drop of golden sun.
You're a little flat.
Me, a name I call myself. A long, long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread lock, a note to follow. So, tea, a drink with jam and bread that will bring us back to dough.
Now, everyone.
mi, re, do. So, do.
You know anything from Fiddler?
Okay, lady, you're out of here.
You finally believe me.
Well, it's worth the fingerprint check. And besides, if you break into Sunrise Sunset, I'm going to puke.
Bye, everyone. Would you like some apple strudel, Mr. B?
Oh, really, Mrs. Owens? I feel so uncomfortable sitting here letting you serve me.
Relax. I'll eat when you're done. Now, who wants more?
I'll have another piece.
Would you like me to heat it up for you?
Sure. Boy, Mom sure is friendly.
How about this meal she cooked? Beef Wellington, truffles, stuffed wild goose?
This is the most magnificent meal I have ever eaten. That woman is not your mother.
So, how are we doing?
Oh, just fine. Oh, Mrs. Owens, I finished. Why don't you sit here and have your meal, and I'll warm it up for you.
You talked me into it, Jeeves.
Yes, well, let's clear the table.
Yeah, let's clear this to the kitchen.
Hey, I haven't finished my strudel.
So, honey, how'd you like my goose?
I'm done.
Hey, come on, I'm her husband. Don't you think I'd recognize her if she were a fake? Well, I would.
Time to take a hike.
Okay, so for once in her life, she cooked a good meal. What other evidence do we have she's not your mother?
She paid me for getting detention.
She taught me how to rob an armored truck.
She pinched me on the tush.
She kissed me on the mouth.
Finally, safe and sound.
Well, whoever she is, she's out of her mind. There she is.
Oh, George.
Freeze, lady. You got some explaining to do.
What's going on?
All right, who are you and what have you done with my mother?
Oh, Kevin, I am your mother.
Don't touch me, you tramp.
What did you call me? George!
Don't George me, lady. You know, now that I got a really good look at you, it's obvious you're not my wife.
You should never have cooked us a gourmet dinner.
But I didn't cook any... She must have come here.
Who?
Sharon Witt, my client. She looks just like me. She knocked me out. She stole all my things, and she must have used my keys to come in here.
You expect us to believe that? It's impossible.
Not really. There are 5 billion people in this world. It's quite possible that every one of us has a double somewhere.
Right. And mine just happens to be a psychopath.
You know what I think? I think you're the psychopath.
Yeah, you're not our mom.
You're not my wife.
I am your wife. I am your mom. I am your wife. I am your mom. I am your wife. I am your wife.
Marsh.
I am your mom.
Are you all right, Mrs. Owens?
What? What are you all staring at?
You were yelling in your sleep.
I had the most amazing dream. And you were in it. And you, and you, and you, and you. I was trapped in prison, and I kept saying, I want to go home. And they sent me home. I think.
That's great, Mom.
Oh, good luck today, honey.
Huh?
Your first venture as a criminal lawyer.
We got you something to commemorate it.
And that taché case.
You deserve it, Marsh.
It's lovely, but where did it get that dent?
Nothing too unusual to report today, other than a very odd dream Mrs. Owens had that left her a bit rattled. The idea of a person having a double is most intriguing. It has been the subject of such great works as A Prisoner of Zenda, The Comedy of Errors, and The Patty Duke Show. Yes? Your shift is up, Lynn. You can go out and play. Excuse me.
Every Sunday, relax and bring your whole family together with award-winning movies that will entertain and inspire. This week, to save her farm and family, a woman must tame a wild horse and ride him to victory in the FamilyNet presentation of The Dark Horse, Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern on Family Netflix.
The Allegheny Cable System proudly presents Night Owl Theater, offering the best in X-rated entertainment. The following film contains adult situations, mature language, extreme violence, and nudity. Feature presentation, The Happy Guys Go to Malibu.
Okay. If that's the way you feel about it, maybe I ought to go sleep somewhere else.
Fine, go ahead. I don't care.
Well, maybe I'm tired of giving. Maybe you should give once in a while. Thanks. Hey, Wes!
This is the good part.
What did I tell you about sneaking down here to watch dirty movies?
Don't give away the ending?
Wise guy?
Okay. So you and Mom had another fight, huh?
It wasn't really a fight, Wes. It was just a little spat.
Yeah, well, since you've been out of work, you and Mom have been spatting on each other an awful lot.
Look, Wes, your mom and I may have some problems, but we always work them out because we love each other.
I hope so.
Don't worry, pal. If there's one thing you know Pop knows, it's how to handle women. Hey, come on, where are you going, Cuddle Bumps?
To the kitchen, and don't call me Cuddle Bumps.
Hey, I'm not the one who's deserting somebody.
I'm not deserting you. I'm just working through my spring break.
You believe her? She finally gets some time off, and she'd rather spend it working with some snotty professor.
It's very valuable experience.
Come on, Belvedere. If you had 2 weeks off, what would you rather do? File or be with me?
Can I get back to you?
Look, George, why don't you just sit down, have a nice breakfast, and we'll discuss it later.
Fine.
Besides, what's wrong with working? It's not like we had any plans or anything.
How do you know? Maybe I was going to take us all on a trip, and I was waiting to surprise you.
Where are we going, Dad?
Shut up, Wes.
Look, I'll be home late.
Yeah, me too.
Go on. I'm too upset about Mom and Dad. Besides, I forgot to do my book report.
I just wish they'd both say they're sorry and get it over with.
What's Mom got to be sorry about? I mean, why should she pass up a good job just to hang around the house? Because that's what Dad wants. So he's the man. So it's the woman's job to stay home and do what the man tells her. Well, who said that, Dad? No, Fred Flintstone.
What's going on?
They're fighting over Mom and Dad fighting.
Well, that's always helpful.
We're just worried, that's all.
Hey, you've got to admit, they've been going at it a lot lately.
Yeah, and they're not even fighting over me. So what should we do? Send them to a marriage counselor or something?
Hey, you know, when the Huffnickles aren't getting along, they always go to one of those marriage weekends up in the Poconos.
That might be a very good idea.
Yeah, and when they come back, they're always real lovey-dovey. Then they have another kid.
Well, here we are.
I still can't believe we let Belvedere talk us into doing this stupid thing.
George, he locked us out of the house.
All right.
Well, I guess I'll go get our name tags.
Okay. Hey.
So you got dragged to this thing too, huh?
Why, I sure did.
I guess you got to put up with junk like this every now and then just to keep them happy.
I suppose so.
Hey, listen, maybe later the two of us could sneak off. Catch the Penguins game.
I'd like that.
Come on, Ed, it's starting.
Ready?
I'm not sure.
Anyway, Larry and I have been married for 3 wonderful years, and we have 3 wonderful children. And, well, I guess the reason we came to marriage enrichment was to make our wonderful life together even more wonderful. Isn't that right, honey?
That was wonderful, darling.
Our last couple is George and Marsha Owens. You folks want to get up here and tell us a little bit about yourselves?
Hi, everyone. I'm Marsha. This is George. We're from Pittsburgh, and we've been married almost 20 years. I'm a Gemini.
That was wonderful, darling.
Thanks, folks. You can sit down now. As Andre Maurois once said, a successful marriage is an edifice that has to be rebuilt every day. Now, our job is to provide you with the bricks and mortar, but you folks are going to have to roll up your sleeves and do the work. You'll be asked to write about yourself and your partner, your disappointments, your dreams, and then share these feelings with your spouse in an open, honest, heart-to-heart encounter.
George, we're not supposed to be watching TV.
Come on, there's a game on.
None of the other couples is watching TV.
I bet Spin and Marty are.
We're supposed to be writing about how we felt the first time we saw each other.
I can't write stuff like that. I feel stupid.
Well, it would be nice if you at least tried.
Okay. So why don't you read me what you wrote? Maybe I'll get some ideas.
Well, I haven't written anything either.
Huh?
Well, not because I think it's stupid, because I don't. I'm just not sure how to phrase my thoughts.
Hey, what's so tough? I mean, you saw me, you went nuts for me, and the rest is history, right?
Oh, fine. I'll just put that down.
Hey, this place stinks. I mean, where's all the hot tubs and the running around naked and the touching each other with mink gloves?
Well, it isn't what I expected either. I thought we were really going to relate, you know? Laugh and cry and yell and punch each other till all our feelings came gushing out.
Okay. So you want to get naked and punch each other?
No. Let's just watch TV.
Quick! Where's Mr. Belvedere? I'm gonna zap him.
Come on, Wes, leave him alone. He doesn't want to play your stupid games.
Take that, you intergalactic little twit.
I got you first.
Hi, guys.
Hey. So how was your weekend?
Fine. So how was yours?
Splendid. I kept them all in the garage.
So, how was marriage enrichment? Was it romantic?
Oh, it was fine.
You guys didn't argue, did you? Did you make Dad sleep in the woods?
No, honey.
We didn't fight at all, champ.
Hey, that's great.
So, what did you guys do?
Well, Daddy and I spent a lot of time in this cute little cabin. It was very helpful.
That sounds very nice.
Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm gonna need that big suitcase up in the attic.
You guys going on a second honeymoon?
Not exactly, kitten. Pop's sort of moving out.
Huh?
Your father and I are separating.
I don't know what happened. I usually give such good advice.
Well, that's okay, Mr. Belvedere. Nobody's blaming you. I am.
Well, guys, I'm all packed.
Are you and Mom getting divorced?
No, honey, of course not.
Well, then how come you're moving out?
Yeah, I thought you guys said you didn't fight.
We didn't. We didn't do much of anything.
Anyway, it's only temporary, probably. It's just after 19 years, your mom and I figured we both needed some time away from each other.
You know, we just need a chance to sort out our feelings.
But what happens if you sort everything out and decide you still can't stand each other?
Then I move out.
Well, look, guys, it may not seem like it now, but this is really for the best. Well, I better get going. All right, Westman. We'll get together next weekend, okay?
Okay.
Bye, kitten.
Bye, Dad.
Be sure and help your mom.
Sure.
Kev, looks like you're the man of the family now.
So can I have your car?
Lynn?
George?
Look, with me being gone and everything, I hope I can count on you not to take advantage of the situation. No, I meant, with you giving everybody advice and everything.
I promise to let the entire family run amok.
I appreciate that. Well, see ya.
What happened to my banana?
I don't know.
Wesley?
Hey, come on, just knock it off and finish your breakfast.
Hey, just because Dad's not here doesn't mean you can boss me around.
Wesley, shut up and eat.
Okay.
What's all that stuff?
Oh, just a few things your father requested.
Is there a picture of me in there?
No, Wesley, I think your father's depressed enough.
You know what? I don't think they're gonna get back together.
Hey, come on, Dad's only been gone 3 days.
Yeah, but they're not doing anything. They're not even talking. Or they're gonna get divorced, and there's gonna be a big custody battle, and Dad's gonna have to kidnap me off the schoolyard, and my picture's gonna wind up on the side of a milk carton, and I just know it.
Heather, you're being ridiculous.
Yeah, they'll probably put it on a can of dog food.
Hey, come on, guys.
Good morning.
Oh, Mrs. Owens, Mr. Owens called.
He did?
Yes, he asked me to bring over these things, but since it's on your way...
No, that's all right. I've got to get to school. Now, I want you guys to be good, and I'll see you at dinner.
Is there any message you'd like me to give Mr. Owens?
Like what?
Oh, I don't know. I love you, I miss you, I can't live without you.
You can tell him he bounced a check.
Da-da-doo. Da-doo-da-da-dee-da. Well, at least the beer's warm. Just kick it. It's open.
Well, George, this looks very homey.
Hey, Belvedere. Can I get you a beer or something? Can help me celebrate.
What are we celebrating?
I got that sportscasting job on TV. I start next week.
Oh, wonderful. Mrs. Owens will be thrilled when you tell her.
Nah, you can do it. Maybe you can catch her between classes.
That's right, George. Nothing brings two people closer together than sarcasm.
Listen, if she was so hot to get back together, she'd have called already.
Look, George, you're both caring and reasonably intelligent people. I think you should just sit down and talk to one another.
Hey, talking on that stupid weekend didn't work, and it's not going to work now. Besides, I kind of like being on my own. I mean, if I want to stay out all night, I can stay out all night. If I want to have some guys over to play cards, we play cards. If I want to
That's a splendid idea.
Huh?
A game of cards. How about tomorrow night? Say 7-ish?
Sure, why not?
Fine. I'll bring the chips and dip.
Hey, so, who's going to come?
Oh, I'll find some people.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joyce Brothers.
Huh?
where the game is?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, guys, this is the place.
Hi, I'm Bubba Smith.
Oh, yeah.
Edwin Newman?
Yeah.
Hi, George. I'm Susan Anton.
Hi.
She's with me.
Well, everybody, let's play some cards.
Wonderful. Bubba, would you pass the peanuts?
Not now, baby. Joyce, see you too, or raise you two?
Too rich for my blood.
I'm out.
Call. Let's see what you got.
3 6s.
3 queens.
I was sure she was bluffing.
Okay, we're gonna play Dr. Pepper. 10 2s and 4s are wild.
No, Bubba.
Come on, it's my deal.
Well, deal me out of this one. I've got to make some more dip.
All right.
Nice place you have here, George.
Thanks. It's just temporary.
Oh, really?
The thing is, my wife and I sort of just separated.
How do you feel about that, George? These checks.
I don't know, Dr. Joyce.
I understand your wife is going to be an attorney. Does that make you feel threatened, somehow emasculated?
That's not the problem. George and Marsha are on the same team. They just got their plays mixed up. See, George, you got the ball way back here on the 10. Marsha is gone deep. And you guys can't connect because you've been blindsided by your own diminished sense of self-worth.
I think what Bubba was trying to say in his insightful, if somewhat convoluted metaphor, is that open, straightforward communication is vital in any successful relationship.
That's not what I meant.
Yeah, so?
So what about you, Miss Anton? Don't you have something to say?
Yes. Just that sometimes men leave their wives because in the back of their minds they think they might get lucky and latch on to someone like me. Forget it, George.
Look, George, what we're all really trying to say is that you and Marsha have something so very precious.
Hey, hold it. What is this anyway? I mean, I don't need a bunch of Hollywood types coming in here and telling me how to run my life. So why don't all you just get the hell out of here?
That's a great how do you do.
Let's blow this joint.
Come on, fellas, let's go someplace where they appreciate celebrities.
I kicked everybody out.
Good. That was Kevin on the phone. Wesley's been arrested.
Oh, no.
Hey, guys. Sorry I'm late. Oh. Hello, Tony. Try the dip. Oh, thanks. Dip, I love dip.
Where'd everybody go?
Thanks.
Okay, pal, inside.
I know the procedure.
What's going on?
The kid got arrested.
What? What happened?
He threw a brick through a car window.
And the police caught him?
It was a police car.
Anyway, I paid for the window and replaced the donuts Wes ruined, and everybody seemed happy.
I don't understand, honey. This isn't like you.
You mean getting caught?
Hey, listen, buddy. Just because I'm not around anymore doesn't mean you can run wild. Because I won't stand for it.
So I guess you guys are gonna talk now and figure out my punishment, huh?
You know what I think? I think that deep down you did this just to try to get Daddy and me back together again.
No kidding. Mr. Belvedere said there's nothing like a crisis to bring a family closer together.
Yes, Wesley. And no one creates them better than you do.
Yeah, so we'll be in the kitchen.
Yeah, and we're not coming back until you guys have made up.
So how you doing?
Oh, pretty good. You?
Pretty good. What's new?
Oh, I got that sportscasting job.
Oh, that's wonderful. Congratulations.
Thanks.
How's your apartment?
Oh, you know, it's your typical bachelor pad.
Ah, so you've been seeing any swinging chicks?
Not yet. You seeing any swinging professors?
Oh, just one for lunch.
Yeah, well, I gotta get going. Big bash tonight in apartment 3G. I don't want to miss it. See ya. I don't want to go back there.
I don't want you to have to go back there either, but this is not going to work unless you let me be what I want to be.
Hey, I want you to be a lawyer. I'm paying for it, aren't I?
That's what I mean. I don't want you just to say it. I want you to mean it.
All right, I don't mean it. There, I just said it. Look, the thing is, with you doing so good and me being out of work, I guess I sort of got blindsided by my own diminished sense of self-worth. It's just something Bubba Smith told me.
I guess it's kind of my fault, too. I get so wrapped up in law school, I kind of forget about everything else, including you.
Yeah.
But sometimes I think that you just don't care. I mean, up at that marriage thing, we really had a chance to open up to each other, but all you wanted to do was watch TV.
What did you expect me to do? Write all that mushy junk about how I felt the first time I saw you?
Yes.
Well, I did. How I felt the first time I saw my wife. I thought I was going to be sick. Because she was the most beautiful woman I had ever seen. And I wanted to go over and ask her to dance, but I was afraid she'd just laugh at me.
I did laugh. But only because your tie was hanging in your glass of punch.
Yeah. But you danced with me anyway.
That's more like it.
I'm glad to report that George and Marsha are back together and doing rather well. This avoids what I'm sure would have been a very messy custody battle over who gets stuck with Wesley. As for me, I never really had a chance to play cards. And since George had 2 weeks left on the rent, he generously gave me the use of his bachelor pad. Sorry, Ginger. Go fish.
I found it. Mom, I thought you got rid of that. I kind of remember this being bigger.
Where do you want the three wise men?
Oh, I don't know, honey. Why don't you just put them away in the manger till I figure out something to do with them?
Either I'm really out of shape or Larry, Mo, and Curly here been scarfing ding-dongs all summer.
Oh, look. It's Aunt Millie's popcorn ball elf.
I hate that thing. It gives me the creeps, and it smells bad, just like Aunt Millie.
At least it doesn't have a mustache. Hey, come on, Marsha. That thing's got to be 30 years old.
I don't care. She worked hard on it.
Oh, look, a piece is missing. Yeah, don't you remember last Christmas when Mr. Belvedere chipped his tooth?
Oh, Merry Christmas.
Wow, what a big tree.
Not to mention heavy.
It's a beauty, all right. You picked a good one, big guy.
Oh, don't look at me. I wanted the aluminum model.
Okay, gang, we've got a lot of work to do. Heather, I'm going to need
need your help trimming the banister. Wesley and Kevin, you're in charge of the outside lights. And George, here's the gift list.
If there's nothing else you want dragged in from the forest, I'll be in my room.
Oh, Mr. Belvedere, I thought we could go through the holiday cookbooks and plan Christmas dinner together.
Oh, no need. I'll have everything prepared for you. So in my absence, all you'll have to do is just pop it in the oven.
Oh, thank you.
What do you mean in your absence?
Yeah. Aren't you going to spend Christmas here with us?
Of course not, Wesley. Christmas is always my day off.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new arrival, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live the good life yet.
That in November, our neighbor's dog Gunther jumped over the fence and got our little Charo in the family way. So if you know anyone who would like an adorable puppy, half St. Bernard, half Chihuahua, just let us know. Merry Christmas, Marge and Gower Drobish. Oh, look, they sent us a picture of the pups.
Oh!
Hey, look at this. The Hafnagel sent us a Christmas card with $20 in it. What's that for?
Oh, it's a bribe, honey, to keep Wesley out of their yard.
Here we are. Christmas cookies as requested. Don't eat the gingerbread Keno, girl. That's for Wesley.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, these are really good.
Aren't you going to have one, big guy? I would, but then I know what's in them.
Mr. Belvedere, are you sure you won't change your mind and spend the holiday with us?
I'm afraid I've made other plans.
Oh, yeah? You got a hot date with one of Santa's helpers?
The thing is, you're so much a part of the family.
Well, we all have our Christmas traditions, and mine is to spend it alone.
I wonder what the big guy does all by himself.
I don't know. Maybe he just likes to have Christmas off.
I don't know why. I don't pay him for it.
Hey, I know. I bet he dresses up like Santa and hands out toys to the needy kids at the orphanage.
Nah.
Hey, Wes.
Wesley, what are you wearing?
It's a yarmulke. I just want you all to know I've thought a lot about it, and I've decided to become Jewish.
Wesley, you don't just become Jewish.
Sammy Davis Jr. did.
Tell me, Wesley, did this sudden conversion have anything to do with the 8 days of Hanukkah and the 8 days of gifts that come with it?
I thought it was 9.
So much for spiritual callings.
Well, we'll be at the mall.
Shalom, Wes.
Hi, Miss Belvedere.
Hello, Kevin.
Well, somebody's sure getting into the Christmas spirit.
Oh, really? Who?
You. I mean, making all these cookies, wiping up the crumbs with your little poinsettia tea towel. Christmas won't be the same here without you. I think you should stay.
Why?
So I can go. It's just, there's a bunch of sorority girls, and they're renting a condo in the Poconos, and there's this girl I really like, and she kind of likes me. But there's this other guy that she likes too, and he's going. So if I don't and he does, then they will.
Not at all.
Look, it's just if I'm not here for Christmas dinner, it's going to break Mom's heart. But if you're here, me being gone won't seem so obvious. You could even sit in my chair.
Oh, goody. Can I wear your bib, too? Look, Kevin, I don't think your mother would consider me a suitable substitute for her eldest son.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Besides, if you're not here, who's going to spill eggnog on your father?
Dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, dreidel I will play. Wesley.
Hey, Wes, I thought we talked about this.
Well, I'm supposed to light a candle for every present I want.
Wes, that's not what Hanukkah's about at all.
Well, Joey Goldstein lights candles at his house, and he's 3 presents ahead of me already.
That's because it's Joey's religion, pal. He lights the menorah to commemorate the rededication of the temple in Jerusalem. It symbolizes the steadfastness of the Jewish faith under oppression. Sandy Koufax told me that. Anyway, you're just doing it to get stuff.
Yeah, but I figured it was worth a shot.
Listen to me, young man. If I were you, I'd start thinking more about giving than receiving, or you're going to wind up not celebrating anything.
It's cracked.
What?
The glass on your watch is cracked.
Thank you for telling me. So how's our littlest rabbi doing?
Terrible. Mom and Dad think I'm a greedy pig.
That doesn't sound very kosher.
So anyway, what do you want for Christmas?
How about my room to myself?
Well, I know I could get you a new watch.
I already have one.
Then I'll get the old one fixed.
I like it the way it is.
You know, I'm up here trying to have the true spirit of Christmas, and you're sure not being very cooperative.
Goodbye, Wesley.
You know, bah humbug to you, too.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, don't look. I'm wrapping your present from Santa.
Oh, don't worry. I won't look.
Oh, come on. Now, it wasn't that long ago that you still believed in Santa Claus.
Mom.
In fact, I still remember the day that you gave Johnny Kruger a black eye for saying that Santa wasn't real.
No, Mom, that was the day you told me Dad was a tooth fairy.
Oh.
Oh, sure. Mom, can I ask you a question? It's kind of important.
Oh, honey, anything you want to get me is fine.
Huh?
You know, the greatest gift any mother can have is just to have her family together at Christmas.
Yeah, well, what if one of the members of that family wanted to go skiing instead? Well, it's just the Alpha Phi's have got this place up in the mountains, and I was kind of thinking I'd like to go.
Oh, I see. Well, you're 19 years old. You're old enough to make your own decisions. So, if you would prefer to spend Christmas with your friends rather than with your own family, that's perfectly all right with me.
It is?
You want to blow the whole operation? Oh, if we get caught, I can forget about getting my own phone for Christmas. You can forget about it anyway. I peeked. Here it is. Isn't it a neat watch? Yeah, and it'll be even neater when we get it fixed. Hey, look, there's an inscription inside. To my dearest Lynn, December 1941. Love, Pamela. Wow, Mr. Belvedere must have had a girlfriend.
Yeah. Now I think I know why he doesn't like Christmas. My brother Reginald has been called up to the army. I must take care of his children. Leaving London tonight for Sheffield. With this Christmas gift, remember me and our time together. God bless you and keep you safe from harm. Love, Pamela. P.S. Did you finish the peanut brittle? What's the matter? What are you crying about?
That. So tragically beautiful.
Huh?
Oh, Wes. This Pamela was the great love of Mr. Belvedere's life.
I thought it was Oreos.
I mean, it was during that black and white war you see on PBS all the time. Mr. Belvedere was a dashing cavalry officer, and she was this beautiful young daughter of the Duke of Earl or somebody, and they were going to be married. But the war came, and Mr. Belvedere went off to be a hero. And when he came back, he couldn't find her. And she thought he was dead. So she became a nun, and their love could never be. And that is why Mr. Belvedere hates Christmas.
That makes sense.
Come on, Wes, get off the phone. I have to call Angela.
You can. I'm talking to Sheffield.
You mean like in England?
Yeah. I'm trying to find Mr. Belvedere's girlfriend.
You're crazy. All that stuff happened over 40 years ago. So you can't just pick up the phone and expect her to be there. Grow up.
Hello, is this Miss Pamela Kent?
It is? Well, do you remember a guy named Belvedere? You do? So listen, you ever been to Pittsburgh?
Still at it?
I don't believe this. The guy at the store told me this thing was so easy to assemble, even a monkey could do it.
Maybe you should hire one. Anyway, I thought that Wesley already had a bike.
Oh, no, this is for Marsha. She says she needs it because her butt's starting to droop.
Well, it happens to the best of us. Good night.
Hey, Belvedere.
Yeah?
Did you say anything to Wes? Well, I mean about Christmas. One minute he's hocking me for all the stuff he wants. The next thing I know, he's saying don't get him anything. All he cares about is something he's getting somebody else.
I didn't do anything. Maybe the boy simply had a sudden burst of humanity.
Oh, yeah, right. You know we're standing under the mistletoe?
Don't even think about it.
Hey, Mom, Heather's snooping under the tree.
Hey, look, I'm looking for my phone.
You relax. I'm just kidding. Merry Christmas.
What are you giving it to me now for?
Well, it's Christmas Eve day, and it's kind of a neat gift. I want to see your face when you open it.
Well, why can't you see my face tomorrow?
Because I won't be here tomorrow.
Huh?
I'm going on a ski trip.
What?
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hey, Mom, did you tell Kevin he could go skiing on Christmas?
No, I told him it was his decision.
But how come he gets to go away and I can't go with Angela and celebrate Christmas in the Bahamas?
Heather, only Perry Como celebrates Christmas in the Bahamas.
Yeah, well, that's not fair.
Oh, honey, you have to understand. Your brother doesn't mean to be a jerk, but he's a man. And sometimes men get these overwhelming urges to be thoughtless and sensitive and selfish. It must be the same genetic deficiency that makes them play golf.
Boy, that mall's a madhouse. It took me an hour just to find a place to park.
Well, fine. If Christmas is such a hassle for everybody, why don't we just forget the whole thing?
Huh? What's the matter?
Mom's all bent out of shape because Kevin is spending Christmas in the Poconos.
What?
You know, at least I'm not trying to spend Christmas in the Bahamas.
Hey, look, I'll settle this. You're grounded, both of you.
Ha-ha.
Oh, great, Heather. I'll just take my phone back.
Oh, come on, Kevin, give it back.
No.
Stop it, you two.
Hey! If this is the way Christmas is going to be around here, maybe we should forget it. Hey, you want to go to the Poconos? Go to the Poconos. You want to go to the Bahamas? Start swimming. Hell, I may as well go to work tomorrow. There's no reason I hang around here.
Fine. It's been look a lot like Christmas.
What's that?
It's the Christmas lights. I took them all down.
Already?
Sure. I figure our Christmas is over. Why wait till August?
Well, I'm off to the movies. And since I won't be seeing you tomorrow, I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas. Practicing Silent Night, are we?
It's okay, big guy. See you later.
Hey, where are you going?
Oh, I'm leaving, Wesley. Have a nice Christmas.
Huh? But you can't go yet.
Oh, don't worry, Wesley. Your present is under the tree. It's the ticking one, marked Open Me First.
I don't care about my present. I just want to give you yours. It's not here yet. It's important.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure whatever it is, it can wait.
No, she won't.
She? What are you talking about, Wesley?
Pamela Kent, your one true love.
What?
It's just I wanted to get you something special, so I snuck up to your room to get your watch fixed, and that's when I found out about Pamela and why you don't like Christmas.
Oh, Wesley. When you jump to conclusions, you don't fool around.
Well, Heather helped. Mr. Belvedere, who's Pamela Kent?
Oh, just a friend I knew during the war.
You mean you two weren't in love?
Well, we were very fond of each other. But then, those were extraordinary times. Anyway, it would never have worked out.
Why not?
Well, for one thing, she's 20 years older than I.
She's what? Don't answer that.
I'll get it. Hi. Can I help you?
Lynn?
So, long time no see.
Yes, quite.
You're certainly looking very well.
Oh, thank you. I play bingo 3 times a week at Twickenham Hall.
Oh, yes, well, that would keep anybody fit.
So, the little boy promised you'd introduce me to Larry Hagman. Oh, ta-ta.
Mm-hmm.
Then, in 1964, Jeffrey left me for this shop girl on Carnaby Street. Oh, the swine. I went back to Sheffield and tended my garden, and that's where I've been ever since.
I see.
But I don't mind. I have my grandchildren to keep me warm in the winter. And every spring, I take a holiday in Spain. Of course, it's mostly for the sangria.
Yes, I often take holidays in Hershey. But then again, it's mostly for the kisses. Is there anything wrong?
No. It's the way you looked at me just now when you smiled. It reminded me of that afternoon during the Blitz when the bombs were falling and they evacuated the Hyde Park Hotel. You threw me over your shoulder and whisked me up the fire escape to the Queen Anne suite. If I remember correctly, that was quite an afternoon.
Well, do you think I should go in there and make sure everything's okay?
I don't know. They've been in there almost an hour.
I haven't laughed this hard since you bared your backside to that German dive bomber.
You mooned a Messerschmitt?
We were low on ammo.
So, you guys are getting along okay?
Yes, Wesley. It simply took us a little time to get reacquainted.
Yes, and it was so kind of you to bring us back together. You know, your son is a very thoughtful and generous young man.
Yeah, we know.
I especially like flying first class.
Well, now that you two are back together again, does this mean you don't hate Christmas?
Oh, I never hated Christmas, Wesley.
But I thought you...
No, it's just thinking about Pamela and the friends I'd lost during the war. Christmas has always seemed a little bit sad to me. Except for this one.
It's my hay fever. Snow brings it on.
Yeah. I think I got the same thing.
I think we all do.
Now, if you good people would be kind enough to excuse us, Lynn has promised to treat me to a Christmas dinner at the best hotel in Pittsburgh. We may even try to relive some of the high points of the Blitz.
Well, bombs away.
Good night, everyone, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Look, I know I haven't exactly been Kringle lately. But I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.
Merry Christmas, Belvedere.
Settle down, Pamela.
Hey, Kev, if you're heading up to the Poconos, you better get started. It's getting late.
Nah. I think I'll just stick around here.
Yeah, me too. I don't like swimming in the dock anyway.
So, as long as we're all staying, why don't we open up some presents?
Yeah. Wow. A big box.
Merry Christmas, Marsha. I put it together myself.
Honey, it's the best job you've ever done.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back. Pamela is safely back home in Sheffield. When we parted, we promised to meet again in another 40 years. The Owens family was thrilled with their gifts. They are presently at the mall trying to avoid each other as they exchange them. And speaking of the spirit of Christmas, Wesley, with only a few days left between him and a 6-month grounding, is frantically trying to raise the money to cover Pamela's airfare. What he doesn't know is that I've already paid George back. But why should I tell him that? I mean, I love him. But that doesn't mean I can't have any fun. What, join the Foreign Legion?
It's my report card. See, I got straight A's.
So? You're a demented genius who always gets straight A's.
Oh, Mr. Belvedere, you didn't look at the good part.
Oh. Conduct, excellent. Attitude, excellent. Health habits, satisfactory.
Nothing much for the day I had chili. Thanks.
It's one of the finest forgeries I've ever seen.
Hey, I don't forge things.
What about that note 2 years ago? The one to get you out of square dancing for religious reasons.
Yeah, well, that was the old me. This is real.
Fine, Wesley. But I'll have to put it through the usual tests. You know, fingerprints, handwriting analysis. You haven't been on the rack in a while.
Come on, honey, don't be so nervous. You're going to do just fine.
I know. It's just I've never done an editorial on TV before. I mean, what if I'm no good or somebody with an opposing viewpoint comes down to the station and pops me in the push?
It might help your ratings.
I got my report card.
Brace yourselves.
We got an excellent in classroom citizenship. Yes, ma'am.
What'd they do, Wes? Keep you bound and gagged?
No, I even got this note from my teacher. Wesley is an exemplary student who has shown remarkable improvement in both his behavior and his willingness to work with others. His voluntary termination of the floating crap game is also appreciated. Signed, Mrs. Carsola. Congratulations, honey.
Yeah, way to go, pal. Wow.
Guess you forgot our deal.
Huh? I had a feeling virtue wasn't its own reward.
You guys said if I improved my classroom demeanor, I could get a new bike, just like Harry Huffnagel.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay, pal, a deal's a deal. We'll go pick it out tomorrow.
Oh, boy!
Just run the usual test.
Never mattered before. Who cares? When you drop kick your jacket as you came through the door, no one glared. According to our new arrival, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live a good life, yes.
Since of Volgograd, the world's oldest man, Vladimir Tarnevsky, celebrated his 159th birthday today. When asked about the secret to his longevity, Mr. Tarnevsky replied, hard work, fresh air, and a good woman. Tragically, after attempting to blow out his birthday candles, Mr. Tarnevsky collapsed of lung failure and died. Certainly a sad story, right, Skip?
Indeed it is, Sammy. I just wonder how his parents are taking it. And speaking of old-timers, it's time to turn to sports and our own George Owens. Thanks, Skip. Tonight, George begins with his first in a series of hard-hitting sports commentaries. If it's provocative or controversial, you can bet our George is going to tackle it.
Right, Skip. You know, folks, on the way to work today, I took in a couple of innings of a Little League game. And while I was watching those little tykes out there, I realized something. All of those kids were wearing batting helmets. Now, I know they aren't exactly facing Nolan Ryan or Dwight Gooden out there on the pitcher's mound, but what if they were and they didn't have those helmets on? Hey, I don't even want to think about it. But luckily, I don't have to, because those helmets have been required ever since Little League began, and this is one hombre who thinks it ought to stay that way. So here's a big George Owens high five to all those Little Leaguers for using their heads and their helmets. Yep. What? I'm done.
Oh.
George, is somebody trying to abolish these helmets?
No. I just saw them, and I think they're a good idea.
I see. George Owens' views are not necessarily those of the station or its management. Channel 8 welcomes opposing viewpoints, and anyone who feels that little children shouldn't wear protective headgear, please feel free to write. We'd love to know who you are. And here, with a look at the weather, is our own Larry Mendel.
Come home.
Oh, honey. Yes.
So, did you see my editorial?
Uh-huh.
What'd you think?
Well, it certainly seemed to be the right length.
Hey, I know it stunk. I mean, some editorial. Who's going to be against batting helmets?
I am. At least when Wesley's at the plate.
So did they say anything at the station?
Nah, nothing much. Just if I don't come up with a decent topic, they're going to kill the whole segment. Next thing you know, I'll be out on the streets.
Well, then, how about something along the lines of job security? Who needs it? Perhaps I do.
The hospital spokesperson reported that both Siamese twins were doing well after the historic surgery to separate them. That's certainly happy news, right, Skip?
Sure is, Tammy. Of course, there's nothing historic about the way I separate my Siamese. I just turn the hose on them. And now it's time to buckle up for another jaundiced look at sports with our very own George Owens. What's the hot topic tonight, George? Mandatory seatbelts for race car drivers?
No, Skip. Tonight I'd like to talk about something that bugs me every time I go out to the old ballpark. It's not the price of a ticket or having to play bumper cars in the parking lot, or even those soggy hot dog buns. What really bugs me is the national anthem. Who needs it? I mean, there you are, all cozy in your seat, with your popcorn and peanuts and Cracker Jacks, when some joker says, "Please rise," and join anybody from Robert Merrill to some fat broad from the Ladies Bowling League who's singing "Oh, Say, Can You See?" I mean, let's face it, it's not that great a song to begin with, and even if it was, nobody's paying any attention anyway. I mean, the players are sitting in the dugout spitting tobacco. The 8 guys in the bleachers are ticked off because the beer line's closed for the next 2 minutes, and everybody else starts yelling and screaming before the song is half over anyway. So, to heck with all this patriotic mumbo-jumbo. Let's dump the national anthem and play ball. Yep.
Yes. Well, that's the news for now. We'll all be back tonight at 11. Hopefully.
to get us a few cards and letters?
George, that was Mr. Franklin, the owner of the station. He'd like to see you in his office right now.
Oh, yeah? He probably wants to congratulate me on my editorial.
I'm sure that's it.
It's open. Mr. Franklin?
Close the door, please. George, you see this picture hanging on the wall here?
Yeah.
Stay behind the white line, please. It's a photograph of a handful of brave Marines raising the flag over Iwo Jima. I was there, George. Were you?
No, I was only 10. Got a pretty good picture of me on a pony, though.
I like our flag, George. I like to salute it. And I like our national anthem. I like to sing it. And I don't spit when it's playing, nor do I yell before it's over. And I think I'm a pretty regular Joe, don't you, George?
Yes, sir, Mr. Franklin. But what I meant...
I don't care what you meant, George. I want your resignation on my desk by 0800 tomorrow morning.
What?
You are...
Why does Tropicana taste so good? Because it's made with nothing but 100% pure squeezed oranges. Never from concentrate. Always has been, always will be. Tropicana Pure Premium Orange Juice. Pour yourself a glass today.
Nicorette gum. Take it one craving at a time.
Ontario is a great place to live, work, and raise a family.
That's why it keeps growing. As we grow, we're going to need more electricity. Continuous supply for the future.
And more companies generating electricity.
Well, look who's here. Yeah. So what'd you think of my commentary?
I enjoyed it. But then I never liked this country anyway.
Oh, hi, honey. How was work? Do you still have any?
Mr. Franklin wants me to resign.
Oh, well, that's not fair. You were just making a cute little ironic point. I'm sure people know that you didn't really mean it.
I don't know. I mean, I got out of my car, and about 16 Huffenagels came charging out of their house, throwing stuff at me and calling me a communist. I tried to tell them I was a social pragmatist. That's when Grandma Huffenagel beamed me with a tomato.
That's it. I'm finished.
Hey, that's not true. I mean, from a legal standpoint, they can't force you to quit. You have a contract that still has a year to go.
Right. As long as you honor your part of the contract, they still have to pay you.
Yeah, right. I mean, as long as I keep showing up, what's the worst they can do to me? Good morning. It's 4 a.m. and this is Farm Report. Pork bellies held steady while soybeans closed slightly higher.
Story on the economic summit, and I'll take the mid-air collision.
Oh, sure. And yesterday you got the hospital fire. Thanks, Sam.
Okay, candy, cream, no sugar. Skip, you had the decaf, cafe au lait, extra foam. Thank you, George.
You know, George, we both feel really bad about you losing your sports job and having to do all this.
Aren't I supposed to get an amaretto cookie?
Hey, look, it's okay. I mean, my contract says I got to do what the station says, and that's what I'm going to do. I'll go get your cookie.
Hey, guys, has Grabowski showed up yet?
You talking about Dick Grabowski? Used to play shortstop for the Phillies?
Yeah, George, he's coming in to do sports.
Well, I thought Skip was going to keep doing it.
I was, but they said I was getting too emotional over the hockey score.
Well, George. I see you're still with us. Yes, sir, Mr. Franklin. I did the farm report, made coffee, and swept up the studio. Did you polish the transmitter? I was just going out for some Brasso. You know, George, I had you pegged as a quitter, but I guess I was wrong. I mean, I tried to do everything in my power to humiliate and degrade you, but you held your ground, and you're still here. Yes, sir, I sure am. I guess I'm just going to have to try a little harder.
What happened? Did the Toys R Us explode? Wait, did you buy all these?
No, I got them on approval so I could see which one I really want. But I still can't decide.
Yes, so sometimes having too many choices is worse than having none at all.
Oh, yeah. Well, like the first time I took you to 31 flavors. Remember you had one of these. I don't know, Mr. Belvedere. Maybe I just don't need all these toys and things anymore.
Sounds to me like someone's growing up.
I think I'll just ask for a weekend in Vegas.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Dad.
Hello, George.
Oh, don't worry, Dad. I'm not getting all this. I'm going to Caesar's Palace instead.
That's great, Champ.
I guess you're not the only one with a problem.
Hey, guys. Hello. Where's your father?
I think he's upstairs taking a nap.
Oh, poor baby. He has to get up so early to do that stupid farm report.
But he looks so dashing in his biz overalls.
Actually, Dad said something about not doing farm report anymore.
Really? Hey, maybe they put him back on sports.
Hi, guys.
You running away from home, Dad?
Nah, pal, they replaced me with some ex-jock named Grabowski, so now they're making me do some kid show.
Hey, you're Hobo Joe. I love that show. I mean, I used to. What happened to the real guy?
All I know is the cops came and slapped the cuffs on him during the Chilly Willy cartoon.
So what are you wearing this now for?
On my way to work, I got to appear at 2 birthday parties and a grand opening of a Korean driving school.
Oh, don't worry, honey. Everything's going to be okay.
But what if I'm a lousy Hobo Joe?
Come on, Dad. You're going to be great.
Yes, George. If anyone can fill Hobo Joe's shoes, you can.
Wow, that was pretty great, huh, kid? You don't see many cartoons from Albania. What did you think, Dumpster Dog? That was real good, Hobo Joe. But I'm going back down now and eat some more garbage. Yeah, see you, Dumpster Dog. Remember, kids, you shouldn't eat garbage. But if you do, don't forget to brush. Anyway, it's time for Hobo Joe to have a break. And I'll be back with more cartoon fun tomorrow. Coming up on the news, a terrorist hijacking, the Dow Jones Summit, and Ed Hobo Jones Wilson is arraigned in Superior Court. Well, go on, boys and girls.
Excuse me, can you introduce me to Dumpster Dog?
What are you doing here, Belvedere?
Well, I happen to be in the neighborhood. I thought it might be nice if somebody brought you some coffee.
Oh, thanks, big guy. I can't take this anymore, Belvedere. I'm quitting.
Oh, look, George, you can take far more humiliation than this. I've seen you in public with your family.
Hey, George. I caught the show. You look pretty good up there. You may be wearing this permanently. Look, Mr. Franklin, I've been thinking maybe I should just go on... We go on the air in 30 seconds. Why aren't you at your desk? Because our new sportscaster just made whoops on his. What?
Grabowski's drunk.
Well, there must be some other sportscaster someplace around here.
Okay, Skip. You take the sports tonight. I don't want to. Last time you hurt my feelings. Okay, Suzuki, you take it.
No, we think George should do it.
Don't look at me. All right, Owens, you're on tonight. But it doesn't mean anything. Yes, sir. You're on the air. This is the Metro News 4 o'clock report with Skip Holling, Sammy Suzuki, Larry Mendez with the weather, and somebody with the sports.
Hello, I'm Tammy Suzuki.
And I'm Skip Holling. Before we get to our top story, Tammy and I would like to welcome back an old friend here at the Metro Desk, a man whose judgment may be questionable, but whose integrity and sincerity is never in doubt, George Owens. Thanks, Skip. Hi, boys and girls. I guess last week I sort of upset a lot of people when I said we should dump the national anthem. And I appreciate getting the chance to tell everybody that I still mean it. I mean, why shouldn't we get rid of it? Nobody seems to care anymore. I can remember when I was a kid going out to Forbes Field with my old man. When that Star-Spangled Banner started playing, people stood up straight and put their hats over their hearts and sang so loud the whole place shook. Sometimes there'd be soldiers in wheelchairs, and if they couldn't stand on their own, there'd be somebody to help them. I guess we were pretty proud back then, and maybe I was just wishing things could be like that again. Skip? I can't.
Today in the Persian Gulf, Navy helicopters were fired upon as they continued their stepped-up surveillance of the troubled region. The Iranian...
Hey, guys.
Hi, honey. We all saw you. Yeah, Dad, you look great.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, especially the part when you're talking to Dumpster Dog.
We were talking about Daddy's speech on the news.
Oh, right. What did you do?
So did they give you your job back?
Yeah, but I'm not allowed to do any more editorials. Plus, I still got to finish polishing the transmitter.
Hey, guys, I finally figured out what I wanted for my good report card. A fishing rod, but you hate fishing. I know, but Dad loves it, and he's been having such a tough time at work lately, I figured I might cheer him up.
Well, thanks, Jim. I didn't have the heart to tell him. So, Dad, now that you're back on the news, you still going to be doing Hobo Joe? Yeah, they wanted me to, but luckily they found somebody else. Hi there, boys and girls.
Blind is back at the Metro desk. And with no opinions to give, he can now concentrate on fouling up the baseball scores. As for me, my career as Hobo Joe was both brief and disastrous. Apparently those little cretins out in TV land prefer their barnyard cartoons to my episodes of Upstairs, Downstairs. I even got a nasty letter from Kevin. But no matter, the whole affair was rather silly and beneath me in the first place.
Isn't that right, Dumpster Dog?
I don't know what's wrong with that disposal. When you turn it on, it makes a funny sound.
So does my wife. That's why I married her. Hey, well, here you go. I'll have it back for you in a week.
Well, wait a minute. There's a big hole in my sink. I mean, what am I supposed to do?
Don't make garbage. Whatever happened to that goofy-looking guy, the one that used to live here with the goat?
Well, I threw them out. I couldn't take the smell anymore. So I got a new roommate.
What's going on?
Hey, pal. Roommate-wise, you definitely traded up.
Who's he?
It's Bruno, our super. You want some breakfast?
I don't eat breakfast.
Oh, well, I didn't know. I mean, last night was only your first night here.
Hey, don't make it sound like we're living together.
Okay, what do you call it?
I call it major bad luck. If I hadn't met you, I wouldn't have busted a leg and lost my job. Believe me, if I could afford to live anyplace else, I would.
All right, look, I've got to go to school. Just don't touch any of my stuff, okay? I don't want to get any of your girl cooties on it.
Can I help you?
As Harry Truman once was saying, the goat stops here.
Well, any friend of Harry's is a friend of mine. What can I do for you?
Allow me to be introducing myself. I am Anatole Gugugian. And I am moving in.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rivals, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live a good life yet.
This tea is delicious. Already I am feeling like I am home.
Did Glenn enjoy his tin can? What a well-mannered goat. He can have Wesley's room.
Is really matter to be taken up with man of house.
Well, I'm afraid man of house won't be back until this afternoon. I do hope you'll consider waiting.
You are being very kind to me. Do you have an exterior motive? I like Mr. Ed because always is teaching a little lesson.
You're kidding.
This is one where Ed learns not to mess in his own backyard.
Pay attention, Heather.
Hey, pal, what gives?
You must be man of house. I greet you and beg your permission to move in.
What?
Your son, Kevin, kicked me out of apartment which was half mine.
I wonder why.
So I am asking, pretty please with bat wings on it. Can I move in?
All right. You can't do that.
You pipe down, blonde goddess. This is matter for men.
Are you going to let him talk to me like that, George?
No way. Who are you calling a blonde goddess?
What's this all about?
It's an old Eastern European custom that I learned during the Prague Spring. When the eldest son throws his roommate out, the family has to satisfy the injustice.
Prague Spring my patootie. You're out of here.
Let's not be hasty. I mean, there might be legal ramifications.
Well, whatever it is, it's Kevin's problem.
Well, maybe we should talk to him about it.
Let's go.
Don't wait dinner.
Oh, well, my second class was canceled, so I thought I'd get in some study time. But I never dreamed I'd learn so much.
I'm going to take a bath.
You need any help getting in the tub?
I am not an invalid. I am perfectly capable of moving myself around.
Yeah, so I saw. Wait a minute, you don't have any clothes on.
I know, so don't look.
Well, I have to if I'm going to help you.
No, you don't. Put a towel over your head.
Come on, we are both adults here. I mean, you're acting like I've never seen a naked woman before.
Well, have you?
Yeah, I have. 5 times.
I'm thinking.
I can't see anything.
Good. Whoa! It was open. He must be here.
Well, if he's not, we're going to stay here until he shows. I want some answers about Anatole and his goat. Then again, it's cheaper than a trash compactor. Let's go.
I'm not going anywhere.
Mom, Dad, this is my new roommate, Casey.
Hi, everybody. Well, this is what I look like dry. Look, I just So, Casey, where are you from and who are your people? I'm just trying to get to know your roommate better. Talk.
Well, Mrs. Owens, I was born here in Pittsburgh, but I was raised in Las Vegas.
Las Vegas?
Yeah, my father was a professional gambler.
I see. And your mother?
She was a showgirl before she was married, and after she had me, she ran off with an Elvis impersonator.
All right, tell me, young lady, exactly what are your intentions towards my son?
Look, Mrs. Owens, Kevin is a nice guy, but I'm not interested in him marriage-wise, sex-wise, or any other-wise.
Yeah, I told you, Marsh. There's nothing to worry about.
Well, what's the matter? Isn't my son good enough for you?
Heel and toe and heel and toe and dip, 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 dip. Heel and toe and heel and toe and dip, 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 dip.
Hey, what the hell's going on around here?
It's a native dance. The flotke, I believe.
I know the flotke when I see it. What's he got to dance about?
He's thrilled with his new family.
Oh, yeah? Hey, pal, I talked to Kevin. He said he gave you back all your money minus the cleaning deposit.
This is not about money. This is about dignity of your name.
Hit the road.
Come, Glenn.
What a jerk.
But boy, could he dance.
I have one more thing to be saying.
Just a moment.
Because you did not take me in, a curse on you and all your skin. You have made a great mistake. Bad luck will come. This is not fake. La
Oh, look, before you go to bed, I wanted to apologize. I'm sorry my mom put you through the 3rd degree this afternoon. She's a lawyer. She's used to badgering witnesses.
Don't worry about it. I made all that stuff up.
Huh?
Yeah. My dad's a steelworker and my mom's a housewife.
You mean you were making fun of my mother?
No, I was taking care of myself. I am the boss of 20 guys. I can sure handle a nosy mom.
Yeah, I guess you can handle anything.
I'm going to sleep.
Good night.
Night.
You wretched wench.
Forgive me, oh wicked stepmother.
Methinks the larder needs restocking.
Methinks an extra Y chromosome got over the fence. Whoever could that be?
Must be that boar's head pizza I ordered. 2 guys from Camelot. Waits without. Move your bustle.
I am pleased to be announcing the arrival of His Royal Highness, the Prince of Charming.
Hi, the Prince of Charming. am here to rescue you, oh Ferris one, from your life of drudgery and bad cooking smells.
Go for it, Big Mama.
Not so fast, fur lip.
It is to you I speak, oh bodacious damsel. All the kingdom knows of the slave-like life you lead. And I, in my band uniform, am here to pluck you from the clutches of this brocade buffalo.
Look, this is my job. This is what I do. And I don't need you or any other man to rescue me. I can take care of myself. Got it, Kevin? 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 Can I sleep here tonight?
You want to sleep here? With me? Hop in.
Look, I don't want you to get the wrong idea about all this. I am not a tease.
No, you're being very direct, and I appreciate that.
Kevin, the only reason I'm in bed with you is because I'm afraid of the thunder.
Oh, well, I'm afraid of lightning. Maybe we can merge our fronts.
I'm serious.
So am I.
Forget it, Mr. Sensitive. I'm going back to my room.
I'm going to Bermuda!
Take Wesley with you. He can explore the triangle.
No, I'm really going. I want an all-expense-paid cruise.
What's all the excitement?
Cruise, you say?
Yeah, I filled out an entry form at the mall last week, and the drawing was today, and I won. Can you believe my luck?
Hey, well, so much for that silly curse.
Yeah.
So, when do we all leave, kitten?
Well, we're not exactly all going. The cruise is for two.
Oh, George, we have the best daughter in the whole world giving us a second honeymoon. How come I can't go on the cruise?
Have you forgotten? You're banned in international waters.
You know, you're all so selfish. This is my cruise, and I want it.
Don't you take that tone with me, Missy.
Mom, I'm the one.
Why can't we all go on it?
Round 1 over. Lunch will be served at the end of round 2.
Where are you going? You look like some kind of college professor.
Well, actually, there's a party over at the Student Union. And listen, if you're just going to be hanging out here all night, maybe you'd like to come with me.
Oh, thanks. I wouldn't fit in. I mean, I wouldn't fit in my party clothes, you know, with the cast and all.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, maybe some other time.
Maybe.
Guess I'll be seeing you.
Guess so.
And for the past 12 years, I've been chairperson of the Cartesian Studies Department.
Chief lives on a high house.
Oh, you are some hot hostess, Mrs. Caving.
So, Owens, the chair of the English department is going to be vacant. I assume we'll be seeing you there next year.
Oh, that's very kind of you, Professor. I am counting on it, all things being equal, of course.
Here's some olive oil, Professor Roydenman.
Rosenthal.
Romenden.
Rosenthal.
Rolyheil. Rose.
Sin.
Sin.
Thor.
Thor.
Rosenthal.
Heidenwald. Rosenwald. Heilenben.
You'd better tend to your wife, Owen.
Yes.
She's off the beam again.
Right along.
What a bimbo.
Say, he said, what a bimbo.
Yes. What a bimbo.
Bimbo. What a 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 bimbo.
What do you want?
I brought you a little present.
It's a garbage disposal.
I stayed up 2 nights fixing this for you.
Look,
Do you have to do that now? It's late.
Super's work is never done. Besides, I needed to get out of the house for a while. My wife doesn't understand me.
Honey, I know exactly where you're coming from.
Muy was simpatico.
Hey, what's going on here?
I was just installing your garbage disposal.
Yeah, right, pal. Well, not tonight. You're out of here.
You'll be sorry the next time you make coleslaw.
Well, I guess it's a lucky thing I showed up, huh?
You're overreacting, Kevin. I could have handled it.
Oh, yeah, right, Casey. Come on, who are you kidding?
I could have handled it. I can take care of myself.
Yeah, that's all I ever hear.
Oh, well, I'm sorry if my limited vocabulary is boring you.
Hey, look, I never said you were boring, but if you were, I'm sure you could handle it.
I don't need this.
I don't need this either.
Fine.
Fine.
Mr. Belvedere, are you sure this is going to help Dad's back?
When Her Majesty would put her back out, she would insist I walked up and down her spine.
That would explain her stiff upper lip.
Oh, all right, George.
The least you could have done was take your shoes off.
Hi.
Where have you guys been? Went to the mall hours ago.
Well, we just took a little shortcut past the police station on our way home.
Huh? They said I was shoplifting.
Good heavens.
Strictly amateur. I was buying my cruise wear and I forgot I was still wearing a bikini when I got dressed.
So they got you for theft?
No, assault. I decked the security guard when he tried to take it back.
Yeah, so we figured as long as we were already at the police station, we might as well make out the accident report. You guys got in an accident, too?
It's not funny, Wes. We were stopped at a red light and we were rear-ended by the Good Humor truck.
There were Eskimo pies all over the street.
And I missed it.
Don't laugh too hard. Your bike was in the trunk.
Oh, no. And I just had the stereo put in.
Hey, my back goes out. Heather gets arrested. Marsha gets in an accident. Wes's bike gets mangled. What the hell's going on around here?
It's the curse.
No, it isn't. We're just having a really, really bad day. Or it could be the curse.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere.
Hello, Kevin. I'm sorry I didn't do your laundry, but I've been rather busy.
No, I didn't come for that. I just wanted to talk to you.
Make it brief. I'm in the middle of a curse removal.
Huh?
Yes, it seems that Anatole...
I don't want to know. It's my new roommate. I mean, she's driving me crazy.
Tell her to move.
No.
Then tell her to stay.
No.
I think perhaps we should be a little more specific.
I just don't get it. I mean, one minute she's hopping into bed with me, and the next minute she's trying to hit me with a crutch.
She does sound highly strung.
I try to help her out, you know? But every time I do something nice for her, I get kicked in the slats.
Kevin, were there bells on the hill that you never heard them ringing?
Oh, yeah.
Were there birds in the sky but you never saw them winging?
Yeah.
I may only be a witch doctor, but from the sounds of your symptoms, you're in love.
Hi.
Hi.
Someone coming over?
No, I just thought I'd cook dinner.
Why?
Because I'm hungry. There's enough for both of us.
Okay.
I hope you like it. It's an old recipe of my mother's.
And how is Mrs. Boyardee?
Look, when you grow up like I did, you learn to take care of yourself.
Yeah, so I've heard.
Kevin, I'm sorry for the way I've been acting. It's not that I don't want to rely on anyone else. I just never learned how. What's so funny?
You know when you find out something that you should have known all along, but it takes somebody else to tell you?
Guess so. What did you find out?
This.
I could have told you that.
Well, what does this all mean?
I don't know. But until we figure it out, you're still sleeping on the couch.
I look like an idiot.
George, you cannot expect to remove a Balkan spit curse in a three-piece suit.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
This is the only way. First, we must have a ritual sacrifice. Heather?
Don't look at me, I'm not a virgin. Mom, get a life. I'm just kidding.
Actually, Heather, I was referring to the cruise tickets. Hand them over.
Why?
Heather, a sacrifice means you give up something. Give me the tickets.
And a one and a two.
What is to be going on here? Looks like refugees from Dick Clark alive.
Trying to get rid of that stupid curse you put on us.
That's what's only 24-hour curse. By the way, you've got that cheese on backwards.
Mr. Belvedere, did you know that was only a 24-hour curse?
Certainly.
And you burned my cruise tickets for nothing?
But think of the fun we had. Now, where were we? On top of Old Smoky. It appears I was correct about Kevin. When I questioned him about his roommate, he mumbled incoherently, smiled a goofy smile, then hit his head on the door, leaving the room. As the Americans say, the boys got it bad. As of this writing, the Owens are still peeved that I torched those cruise tickets. If they only knew, the hand is quicker than the eye. I'll invite Grandma Hofnagel. When it comes to deck shuffleboard, I take no prisoners.
I'm Forrest Sawyer. Later on Nightline, nobody laughs when John Nauman sits down at the piano, but we think you'll have a grand time with him behind the scenes of the Van Cliburn Piano Competition. Tonight.
Tomorrow at 8, don't miss Supergirl, an ABC movie special. Then, The Streets Aren't Safe for a Man Called Hawk.
Hey, look at this. Lamar Gooberson died.
Who?
I just had a wonderful idea.
You're sending Wesley to Afghanistan.
Oh, it's just that you've been here for 5 years, and you'll probably be with us another 5.
What?
So I'm redecorating your room.
What?
Don't worry, it will be tasteful and charming, I promise. Well, just look what I did with Kevin's old room.
You mean putting in a giant screen TV and painting the windows black?
Real sentimental, Mom.
I appreciate your good intentions, Mrs. Owens. But where do I sleep?
Oh, there's an extra bunk in Wesley's room.
Hey, look what I traded my accordion for.
Hi, Aunt.
You ready for school?
Almost. I'm reading up on current events. Oh, I knew a current event once, but that was years ago. This is for speech club. You're joining the speech club? Yeah, to learn how to express myself better and become more articulate. Okay.
Who's the guy?
There is no guy.
You know, maybe I'll join the speech club, too. You? Well, don't act so shocked, Heather. I'm really good at expressing myself. Oh, hi, Angela. Oh, Mrs. Owens. My parents... well... they're going on a vacation. It's okay, honey. Your mother already called. You can stay here. Just think, I'll be living here all week. Isn't that great, Mr. Blowhole?
Wonderful. With your moving in and my bunking with Wesley, it'll be a dream come true.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rivals, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live the good life yet.
And sometimes people leave their sprinklers running even when it's raining, or they hose off their driveways in the middle of a drought.
Angela, the topic is illegal immigration.
I thought you said illegal irrigation.
An easy mistake.
Should I start over?
No. I tell you what, why don't we hear from one of our more experienced speakers, Marvin. Marvin, your topic will be healthcare in the United States. Go.
Healthcare. Many Americans cannot get or afford the medical care they need. Conservatives propose slashing public health care programs. Liberals want to pour billions of dollars into national health insurance. In my opinion, we should encourage insurance companies to pay for preventive medicine and establish a decentralized delivery system of public health care. Thank you.
Boy, he's really good. Yeah, and he's cute, too, in a geeky sort of way.
Excellent, Marvin. Thank you. See you all next time.
Watch this. I'm going to go introduce myself. I'm Heather. You know, that was a really good speech.
Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Well, you know what they say. All brain and no bladder.
Night, Mom. Night, Dad. Mr. Belvedere?
Yes?
What was that for?
I wanted to strike first, before you unleashed whatever fiendish prank you were planning.
Well, I guess you got me. I'm going to bed.
Well, Wesley, if we're going to be bunkmates, I mean, we might as well make the best of it.
I guess so.
I'll get the lights. Are you asleep, Wesley?
No.
Would you like a little entertainment?
Huh?
Back by popular demand, Sir Rodney Rabbit.
Hello, Sir Rodney.
Good afternoon, speakers. Why don't we begin today with a practice debate on the subject of nuclear disarmament? Who would like to take the pro position? Heather. And opposing? Marvin. Heather, your opening statement?
Well, I think we have enough nuclear weapons in this world. I mean, how many times can we blow ourselves up? All it is a big waste of money, which we could put into social programs to help humanity. Thank you.
Peace. Who among us doesn't want peace? The question, of course, even to the most naive, is how to achieve peace. And in conclusion, I say, strength, power. These are the guardians of liberty, the protectors of this grand experiment we call democracy. Thank you.
Anything to add, Heather?
I give.
See you all next time.
So, congratulations.
Thanks.
You know, you sure mopped up the floor with me.
I'm sorry. Bye.
Well, you know what? You're so good. I could sure use a few pointers from you. How about tomorrow after school at my house?
You mean your house? Where you live?
Yeah.
Well, sure. Why not? Oh.
Gosh, he's so shy, except when he's debating. It's like he's two different people. Yeah, like Clark Kent and Batman. So, you want a soda?
I never drink carbonated beverages before a debate.
Me neither. So, do you have a girlfriend?
No. I mean, I'm on the debate team, varsity towel boy, and president of the chess club. I don't have much time for girls.
Well, we're not all that time-consuming.
Frankly, I think it's me. In case you didn't notice, I'm kind of awkward.
Well, maybe you just haven't met anyone you feel comfortable with.
I like girls. I'm just never sure how to ask them out.
Oh, that's easy. I mean, let's take a hypothetical situation. Say you were asking me out.
You?
Uh-huh. Well, what would you say?
I don't know.
Well, just say, would you like to go out for a pizza and maybe see a movie tonight?
Oh, slow down. This is good stuff.
Anyway, chances are the hypothetical person would say, I'd love to. Hi, Marvin.
Hi.
Angela, we were kind of in the middle of something.
Oh, okay.
Say, Angela, before you go. Would you like to get a movie and maybe see a pizza tonight?
I'd love to.
You're a genius.
So, how was the movie?
Oh, we couldn't find anything with a G rating, so we went bowling instead. You know, once you get to know Marvin, he's pretty neat. Even sexy. There was a moment when he got his thumb stuck in the ball and I was trying to help him get it out. And our bodies became completely intertwined.
Well, then what happened?
He had an asthma attack.
Gee, too bad.
You know, I never would have met Marvin if I hadn't joined the speech club. And I never would have joined if you hadn't joined. Boy, talk about destiny, huh?
Talk about density. In conclusion, freedom of speech is one of our most cherished rights and must never be taken for granted. Thank you.
Thank you, Heather. You've just earned a spot on the debate team for this Saturday's speech meet against Fielding High. That's all for today. Angela, could I see you for a second?
Hey, that's great about you making the team.
Oh, thanks, Marvin.
And thank you. Angela has changed my life.
Marvin, you went bowling together once.
The thing is, Angela has brought me out of my shell. I can talk to her just like I'm talking to you.
Well, now that you can talk to me, why don't you ask me out?
Huh?
Well, it just so happens I have 2 tickets to a special taping of Firing Line from Pittsburgh.
Gee, that sounds tempting, but I kind of had plans on going to the library with Angela.
William F. Buckley's debating Mr. Rogers.
Well, the library will always be there tomorrow.
Mr. Wiggins took me out of impromptu speaking and made me a scorekeeper. Says I'm a natural.
Well, now that you're keeping score, it's 1-1. See you later, Marvin.
Stay tuned for Shock Fear Theater. Tonight's feature, Drug Varmints from Hell.
What happened to you?
I got Mr. Belvedere as our roommate.
No reason to foam at the mouth.
He's doing all these dumb gags like I'm still 8 years old or something.
So what are you gonna do?
Nothing. Well, Mom's finishing his stupid room tomorrow. The nightmare is over.
Hi, guys. Oh, Mr. Belvedere, about your room. That Laura Ashley motif just didn't work out, so I'll need a few more days.
Huh?
Take as long as you need, right, roomie? Come on, I'll help you get that shaving cream off.
Morning. Oh, you got in kind of late last night.
Have a nice time.
Great.
Can I interest you ladies in some scrambled eggs?
No, thanks.
Juice? Hand grenades?
Look, Angela, I can't help it if Marvin wanted to go out with me.
He had a date with me, and you made him break it.
Angela, don't be such a sore loser.
This isn't over yet, sister.
This Marvin must be some guy.
You can leave, Angela. I invited Marvin over to review for the debate. So did I. Well, you don't have to review. You're scorekeeper.
We can work together. I'll review with Heather.
Then you can score with me. I mean, the debate.
Right. Oh, gosh, where's my head? I left my topic file out in the car. Be right back.
I'm gonna go get some root beer. He loves soda. I want to get it. Angela, wait! There's none here. I think there's some in the refrigerator downstairs.
Got it. Where's Angela?
She went out for some air. Why don't we start without her?
What's that?
My dad has a workshop downstairs. Just ignore it. He could be pounding all night. So, what do you think of my new card file?
Hey, there's a card in here on me.
I know that one best. Hold that guy.
Good, you're back. Where's Heather?
She's tied up for a while.
But I thought we were going to review.
Well, I guess for now it's just me and you.
Yeah.
How in the hell did this happen to you?
Someone threw it on me.
Hey, this looks like that old fish netting from the basement. Wes!
Well, what do you say we start?
Okay. No, we're starting. Angela, Heather, you like me first. Well, who cares? Ask him when we like smell. Well?
I gotta go to the bathroom. At home.
Hi, how are you doing?
hold on a minute, Cindy. I've got to call Mr. Belvedere.
Don't mind me. I'll see what the three little piggies are up to.
You know, I'm working on getting my locker moved next to yours.
Cindy and Wesley sitting up a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
Just ignore that. Yeah, I did my math homework. Problem 7. Hold on a sec. Here it is. Yeah, I know it's gross, Cindy, but I didn't do it. Cindy? Hello? Now look what you did.
What?
I've had it up to here with your stupid games and practical jokes.
But I thought you were enjoying yourself. I know I am.
Well, I'm not, you oversized candy cane.
Yes, you've made that quite clear.
Can't you just leave me alone?
By all means. I'll not be patronized by you any longer. You humorless little snot.
Hi, Marvin. All ready for the debate?
Oh, God, it's you.
Hi.
Oh, God, it's her.
What are you doing here? Beverly Clark has mono, and everyone else has entered another event, so Mr. Wiggins put me in. And that's the last thing I'm going to say to you for the rest of my life. And by the way, you're ugly.
Good afternoon, and welcome to today's debate between Fielding High and our own Van Buren Speechmasters. The topic for today's debate is, in an era of serious national debt, can we preserve the Social Security system? Van Buren, having won the toss, will go first and defend the pro position.
Social Security. Yes, it is expensive, and it will get more expensive. But whatever the cost, we must preserve it.
He's right. It's like working really hard for something or someone, and your best friend waltzes in and takes away what's rightfully yours. Or you have it, and the next thing you know, your so-called best friend tries to steal it.
I object. This isn't supposed to be tag team debating.
Please, Heather, Angela.
Oh, shut up!
Speechmasters, you're supposed to be debating them.
Well, maybe we would be if he'd make up his mind. Yeah, this is all his fault.
Look, you're driving me crazy. I can't take it anymore. I appreciate everything you two have done for me, but you're just too intense. I'm going to go find a nice, quiet girl without a best friend. Thank you.
Mr. Wiggins, I guess we kind of made fools of ourselves, and I'm really sorry we embarrassed the school. Yeah, what can we do to make it up to you?
Join the skydiving club.
This was the most humiliating experience of my life.
Worse than the time you were talking to Chad Smith and I made a face behind his back and you laughed and chocolate milk came out of your nose?
Angela, we made fools of ourselves over a guy.
What did you see in him anyway?
I don't know. What did you see in him?
I guess we wanted to want him so bad that we wanted to want him just to want him.
I mean, we got caught up in the competition for him.
Yeah, that too.
Well, let's promise never to do that again.
Promise.
Excuse me. Would you like to go out for a pizza and maybe see a movie tonight?
We have to go to the bathroom.
Room's still not ready yet, huh?
Your mother promised it for tomorrow.
I guess we could have avoided all this if I'd been honest with you from the beginning.
Yes? Well, it would have been reassuring from the start to know how much you despise me.
I don't despise you. It's just, when you came here, I was only 8. Now I'm 12.
That's odd. I've aged 30 or 40 years.
You know what I mean. I'm not that little kid anymore. The one that plays dumb practical jokes.
I know. It's just that sometimes I miss the old days.
Me too. Life was simpler then.
Mm-hmm.
So, no hard feelings?
None at all. You know, it's nice that you're maturing a little. Being temporarily displaced, I'm forced to record my journal entry where I can find a moment's peace. Wesley and I have reached an understanding about his emerging maturity, although I dare not let my guard down since he seems prone to relapse. And as for Heather and Angela, their friendship seems to have endured love and war. And as for my room, well, that's anyone's guess.
Ready to sneak a peek?
Actually, I am a bit curious.
Well, I'm all done. Go ahead, take a look.
I'm not sure about the wallpaper.
Later tonight on Nightline, the tragedy that struck United Flight 811. It's hardly an isolated event. Ted Koppel looks at the crisis of confidence surrounding the airline industry.
Mr. Belvedere,
Uh-huh.
we're trying to come up with a birthday gift for Dad. Can you think of anything that would make him really happy?
Yes, but I like it here.
We've been through all these hardware catalogs, and we can't find anything that George hasn't already bought or busted or couldn't put together anyway.
Wait, here's something. An electronic laser beam for zapping pests.
Oh, good. We could test it out on Wesley.
Okay, guys, got a great idea. See this plunger? It's Dad's favorite, so I thought maybe we could have it lacquered and emboss Dad's name on the wood.
You're a sentimental lad, aren't you?
That's right.
Look, birthdays are about people, not things. Why don't you research your father, study his past, find out what's really meaningful to him?
Sounds like a lot of work.
Well, he's worth it, isn't he? Well, are we all prepared for the baseball match today?
It's not a match, it's a game.
Whatever. Wesley, are you the thrower?
I'm not a thrower, I'm a pitcher. That's your opinion. Lay off.
Wesley, oh, you're disagreeable little teammates, and why do I have to put up with them?
This is Bobby. He's our best hitter. And Cal here leads the team in stolen bases.
Stolen bases. I think that'd be more your specialty.
Okay, troops, let's hit it. Men! I can't begin to stress how important this game is to our chances this season.
Dad, we're 1-9.
Well, but if you sweep the rest of your games, you could still finish 16th.
Oh, wow. Someone called the sporting news quick.
Oh, so your backs are against the wall. Did Custer quit at Little Bighorn?
No, he died.
That's the spirit. That's the drive. You're winners. Come on.
His old baseball cleats.
He walks much better since he stopped tying them together.
Yeah, I bet these will bring back a lot of old memories.
They'll also bring the health department. Get them out of here.
I don't believe it. How could you give up 21 runs?
Did you win? I guess not.
Dad, it's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game.
Who told you that baloney?
I did.
That's why you guys lost India. Where's your competitive fire?
Dad, my fastball is slow, my curveball is straight, and when I try to throw a slider, I fall down.
There's nothing a little practice won't fix.
But, Dad...
Move!
So, did you find anything interesting?
A picture of Dad on the audio-visual squad in high school. I never knew he was a nerd.
Hey, I was on the audio-visual squad.
I rest my case. Oh, wait, here's Dad on the football team. Why is he carrying towels?
It must have been very humid that day.
So are there any pictures of him on the baseball team?
I don't see him. Oh, wait, it says here that he was absent.
Wait a minute, why would he ditch the team photo?
Definitely me.
What were you doing out there?
Watching George and Wesley inhale hot dogs between throws. It was disgusting.
How can Dad and Wes keep on playing in the dark?
They've got luminous balls.
Whoops.
Sorry, I guess it slipped away from me.
Hey, pal. Better practice your grip.
Sure, Dad, but can't I do my homework? I mean, I'm supposed to do a book report on Kitcher in the Rye.
Oh, okay. As long as it's got something to do with baseball.
Hi, Mom.
Hi.
What you reading?
Oh, just some old diaries I kept when I first met your father. I was around your age, and he was, well, not your age.
Ooh, any really juicy details that would embarrass you?
No, mostly it's just about what color my hair was or what I wore. You know how vain and mindless girls that age can be.
Huh? Anyway, I found this one in the garage behind the snow tires. Is it Dad's?
Oh, gosh, that's his old letter sweater from college.
Where's the letter?
They wouldn't sell him one.
See how this guy Wallace stares down the batters? Pay attention to his motion. Notice how he backs off his follow-through so he's in position to field? Wes, wake up!
I'm tired.
Hey, this is a privilege. How often do I let you watch a West Coast game?
How often do I ask?
You thank me later. This guy's pitching a perfect game. I'm going to go get something to drink. Tell me if I miss anything.
Well, when we were back in, as a matter of fact,
Wait a minute. There's a squabble on the mound. They're checking Wallace's glove. Now it's hat. Word around the league is he uses a juiced-up ball. What are they looking for, Jim?
well, back home in Squirrel Country, we had an old boy who used grease, spit, anything he could get his hands on. Boy, howdy, he could make a ball weave like a possum scooting across the interstate.
So, Wes, you learning anything?
Maybe.
Oh, my. Pork rinds and Spam dip. George's favorite. How did you remember?
I ate one once.
Well, we got Dad's gifts all ready for the big presentation.
I sure hope he likes it.
Oh, that must be him and Wes now. All right, everybody, look sharp. I want this to be Dad's best birthday ever.
Big jerk. Got some nerve throwing me out of the game.
What happened? Dad got into a fight with the umpire.
Did you get racked up again, Wes?
No, I struck out 10. I was pitching a shutout.
Yeah, till a slob of an ump accused him of doctoring the ball.
No, is that anything like nursing a grudge?
No, you know, it's when they grease the ball to make it drop like a rock. It's not exactly legal.
Yeah, nobody's going to call my kid a cheater.
Dad, it's okay. You don't have to get so hot.
Yeah, they just couldn't believe you were that good. And you know why you were that good? Because you practiced and practiced and made yourself good.
Yeah, that was it. Can I go upstairs and wash up?
Sure, pal. I want you to know I'm proud of you. What's all this junk in your hair?
It's nothing. It's just a little oily. You know, hormones.
There's more gunk in here. Lots more.
So that's what happened to my lip gloss.
Wes, you've been throwing a grease ball. I can't believe this. My own kid a cheater. What could ever make you do something like this?
Gee, I don't know, Dad. Why don't you figure it out? Dad,
Yeah, Wes.
I'm sorry I yelled at you. You're my dad, and you've done a lot for me, and I really appreciate it.
Gee, Wes, that's really big of you to say.
Well, it is your birthday. And besides, Mom made me.
Hey, Wes, I know I pushed you hard.
Those 3 a.m. wind sprints were a little over the top.
But I never wanted you to win so bad that you'd break the rules. I just wanted to see you do your best. Sorry if I got carried away.
It's okay, Dad. Come on, we better go inside before the span dip goes south.
Okay, let's get this show on the road.
All right.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, you'll see, you'll see.
This is your life, George Owens.
Huh? Yeah, we dug into your past, Dad, to create this special mural celebrating you. And look, here's your 6th grade report card where you made all B's.
Hey, wait a minute. Those are D's with lines drawn through them.
And here's some stuff from junior high. That's the 8th bandage you were wearing in your class photo.
I bet you got hurt in some big game and they carried you off the field like a hero.
Yeah.
Broke my knee square dancing.
Dad, here's the best part. The headline from your high school paper. Owens wins title for Porter High.
Bravo, George.
Yeah.
I went to Cleveland High. I struck out with the winning runs on base, and Porter won the title.
Well, I'm sure you tried.
Yeah, Dad. I bet lots of people strike out with the winning runs on base and the championship on the line.
We still love you.
Yeah, thanks, kid.
I hate this hat. I'm sorry, George. I didn't realize the trip down memory lane could be so bumpy.
It's just, well, all that stuff out there reminds me of when I was a kid and everything seemed possible.
Oh, George.
I mean, it's like baseball. When I was young, I dreamed of playing with the greats. Mickey Mantle, Willie Mays, Henry Aaron, Ernie Banks.
The Professor and Mary Ann.
I don't know. I thought that was Wes's dream, too.
Oh, Wesley is of a different breed. His dreams are more of world conquest.
Yeah, right.
All I'm trying to say is that everyone has their own dreams. As a child, I dreamed about climbing Mount Everest and meeting the Queen.
But you did all that.
Well, that's me.
Yeah, right. So what's the point of having dreams if all they do is not come true? You may as well not dream at all.
I see.
Hey, where are you going?
To return your gift. I have something else in mind.
Hey, Dad, I don't think the other team's gonna show. Does that mean we win?
Well, let's give them another 5 minutes. Wonder what happened to those kids anyway.
Apparently somebody told them that the game had been moved to Venezuela.
What?
Anyway, I took the liberty of arranging a pickup game. Oh, lads, your presence is required.
Hey, Lynn, I just love the thread.
I was up all night sewing, Reggie.
Looks great. Hey, wait a second. You're Reggie Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
You know who this is? It's Reggie Jackson. This is Reggie Jackson.
Hi, George. I'm Henry Aaron.
Henry Aaron. You know who this guy is? He's the all-time home run champ. If I had $1 for every home run this guy hit, you know what I'd have?
My back salary?
Hi, George. Willie Mays, say hey. Ernie Banks, Mr. Cub.
Welcome to the friendly confines. So wherever the heck we are.
This is incredible. Some of the greatest hitters of all of baseball.
George.
Harmon Killebrew. Hey, Johnny Bench. And Robert Goulet.
Hey, George.
What are you doing here?
I own the field.
I don't believe it! It's Robert Goulet!
All right, give me a pen. Give me a pen. Okay, there's your pen.
You want my autograph?
Sure. Who are you?
Harmon Killebrew, the twins? Hey, my name's on your bat, you little twerp.
Enough dawdling. It's time for the game. Happy birthday, George. Pleasant dreams.
Oh, wow. Hey, we only got 8 guys. Hi, Lynn.
Hi.
Sorry I'm late. Mickey Mantle! I got lost. Yogi gave me the directions.
Oh, well, now that everybody is accounted for, let's make ball.
Play ball!
What happened? Mom, it's unbelievable. Mr. Belvedere gathered the greatest ball players of all time just so Dad could meet him and live out his fondest childhood fantasy.
That's nice.
Okay, here's the rundown. Killebrew on first, Mantle on second. I'm gonna pitch. George, right field.
Well, how come you get to pitch?
It's my ball.
They always put the klutz in right field.
I heard that.
Here,
George.
guys. You can catch. The tools of ignorance. Don't say a word.
I love this game.
Batsman post.
You sure you know how to umpire, big guy?
Not at all. But I do look spiffy in this outfit.
Hey, come on, guys. Let's hear a little chatter. Come on.
Go,
Nice going, Mick. What do you want me to do, bend over?
Come on, Willie, get one back for us.
Come on,
Hey,
go on. You can do it.
No batter, no batter. What do you mean, no batter? That's Willie Mays. Oh, I'm really scared.
Hey, man. Hey. Come on, Willie Rod.
Gee, Mr. Mays, you've always been my idol. It'll be an honor if you give me your autograph.
Sure, kid.
Whoops. You're out!
What are you doing? You're dropping a play like that.
You're right, Philly. You're out of there.
I guess you guys are pretty proud of yourselves, huh? 3 runs down, 1 inning to go.
We only play 6 innings? That's Little League rules. Well, hey, it's a beautiful day for baseball. Let's play 2.
You play 2. I'm pooped.
Come on, you guys haven't even been trying.
Hey, give me a break. I was just elected to the Hall of Fame.
Wow, we're real impressed. All these guys are in the Hall of Fame.
Reggie isn't. Maybe not, but I'm the best actor.
Okay, Mr. Show Business and all you guys. I mean, do you really want to get beat by a bunch of kids? I don't. Now, I've got to go out and face audiences in Las Vegas and on Broadway, and I intend to do it with my head held high. Now, we can pull ourselves out of this thing. We've got the skills. I mean, you just gotta have heart. All you really need is heart. When the odds are saying you'll never win, that's when the grin should start. All together now. You've gotta have hope. Mustn't sit around and hope. Nothing's really bad as it may appear. So wait till next year and hope. All right, let's go out there and get out. Let's go.
think you should walk him.
But my dad's up next.
That's the point.
But if he hits a homer, they'll win.
Oh, give me a break, Wes. Your dad hasn't touched the ball all day. Do the right thing.
Oh, no.
What's happening?
Ball 3.
Wes is walking Robert Goulet to get to Dad.
That's humiliating, isn't it?
All right, George, we're going to go to you now, pal. Come on, buddy.
Ball 4.
Get back, George. Kill a rally.
Eli, 1. Eli, 2.
Time out. Mr. Belvedere.
What are you waiting for, Wesley?
I don't know what to do.
You've done pretty well so far.
Yeah, but what has Dad done?
Pitifully.
That's just it. This is supposed to be his dream come true. I'm making it his nightmare. Maybe I should ease up on him.
You mean groove one? Send him up a gopher ball?
You've been holding out on us.
I have a facility for languages.
Then what should I do?
It's up to you. I think your father's doing his best, so I think he'll want you to do the same. Oh, and whatever you do, don't bean him.
Tear the cover off the ball, Georgie!
Yeah, come on, Dad! You can do it!
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
Oh, somewhere in this favored land, the clouds obscure the night. And somewhere there is misery. And somewhere there is blight. And somewhere children argue. And somewhere parents shout. But there is joy in Beaver Falls, 'cause George just hit one out.
Hey, Lynn, we're headed to this roof joint. Want to come?
Oh, thanks, Annie, but the Owens are waiting for me.
It's all you can eat.
Let them wait.
Tomorrow at 7, there's awesome entertainment on Incredible Sunday. Now, stay tuned for a special preview of Homeroom.
If you'd like a break, I'd be happy to slap you around.
I'm just trying to stay awake. You have any suggestions?
Yes. Get some sleep.
I can't. I have to learn all these cases by the end of the week. So when Professor Hofstadter tells me to stand up and says, Brown versus the Board of Education, give me all the precedents, I'll be ready with a really good answer.
Mrs. Owens, I think all this studying is becoming counterproductive.
Yeah, I guess it gets to the point where you've learned everything there is to learn.
I reached that point in 1957. Go to bed.
Okay.
Stupid rat. That's it, cheese eater. Live it up while you can. Your days are numbered. Where'd you go now?
Dad, it's me.
What are you trying to do? Give your old man a heart attack?
No, I heard him too. I was gonna go up to the attic, pretend I was one of them. You know, flush him out.
It's okay, Wes. We'll get Ratso in the morning.
Right, Dad.
Hey, Champ, is your mom still studying?
No, I think she's coming up now.
Give me the mask. I'm going to give her a little scare.
Great idea, Dad.
Not tonight, George.
I'm a big, fat, disgusting blob. I hate myself.
All right, Heather. Now, what's the matter?
I gained 3 pounds.
Oh, no.
Hey, look, this is serious. All I ever do anymore is put on weight.
Heather, you're only 15. Your body is still changing.
So?
Your mother has a wonderful figure. I'm sure you'll turn out just like her.
You think so?
Unless you take after your father.
Thanks a lot.
Heather, you look fine. Believe me, it's all in your head.
Hey, Wes, Mr. Belvedere, how's it going, Chunky?
Mr. Belvedere, may I have another cup of coffee, please?
Here you go. And if that's not enough, you can call the Hills Brothers.
Thank you.
We're back.
Hey, look, Mr. Belvedere. Me and Dad are gonna be rat busters. See, we got traps and poison and pellets and all that good stuff.
George, wouldn't it be simpler to hire an exterminator?
Why should I pay some bozo $75 to do something I can do myself?
Yes, and for only $110.
Hi. What's he eating? Hi, Ange. Celery and chocolate chip ice cream.
Oh, you know what else is good? Radishes and rainbow sherbet.
So did you get the pills?
Oh, yeah.
Are you sure these things are going to make me lose weight?
My mom took them for 2.5 months, and she's down to 240 pounds.
Wow.
Why are these prescription bottles always so hard to open?
What have you got there, Angela?
Oh, nothing, Mr. Bellyflop. And even if I did have pills, they're not for Heather.
Angela.
What pills?
What's going on?
I'm not sure. You better ask Blondie.
Mom, they're only diet pills.
Where did you get these?
From my mom, but don't worry, she won't miss them.
Look, I'm only going to take 1 or 2, just to lose some weight.
Heather, these are amphetamines.
Huh?
You know, speed, whites, pennies, uppers. I happened to catch Miami Vice.
The point is, these pills are dangerous. They don't just suppress your appetite, they affect your entire system. They make you hyper, they don't let you sleep, and they can be very addictive.
Gee, Mrs. Owens, you sure know a lot about this stuff.
Oh, I forgot you grew up in the 60s. But if I don't take something, how am I ever going to lose any weight?
Heather, I hear there's a revolutionary new weight loss system called willpower.
Yeah?
Of course, I've only read about it, but I hear it works wonders.
That's a very good idea. Mr. Belvedere can put you on a sensible diet, and I'll take care of these.
And I'll take care of this.
Hey, Dad, I'm almost through cutting the cheese.
Good. Now we can start baiting the traps.
Yeah.
Mr. Belvedere wanted me to tell the great white hunters the dinner's in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So, Kev, you want to help?
No thanks.
Hey, come on, Kev. Me and Westman are closing in for the kill.
Well, I don't really go in for this sort of stuff.
What's the matter? It's just a rat.
Well, it's still one of God's creatures, Dad. And I guess I still believe the needless slaughter of even the least of them diminishes me. But you guys have fun.
That's your mother's side talking. Come on, let's nail this guy. I think I found the place where he gets in. It's in the corner here.
Great. Hey, why don't you put one over here? Did you get them already, Dad?
No. But the trap sure works.
Mrs. Owens? I thought you were meeting your study group at 7.
Oh, God. Why didn't you wake me?
I thought I just did.
My keys.
Real funny, Mr. Belvedere. Aha, you forgot the cookie.
Something the matter?
This isn't funny, Mr. Belvedere. It's like you don't trust me or something.
I don't. But cheer up. Tomorrow you have a treat. Plain yogurt on a rice cake. The survivors tell me it's delicious.
I'm never gonna lose any weight.
You can do whatever you set your mind to.
I don't know. I wish I had those stupid pills. I wonder what Mom did with them.
Hi, guys. Boy, did I have a great study group tonight. We reviewed 25 cases. We ordered 4 pizzas. I didn't have any. Maybe I'll go study some more. Wonder if the library's still open. See ya.
I think I know where they went.
Right, now twist. 2, 3. Punch it out. That's it. Punch it out. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Knees out.
Heather, what are you doing?
Exercising.
Does your body know?
Hey, why should I do anything? Mom's probably losing weight just by taking those pills, and that's not even what she's taking them for.
Good morning. Sausage and waffles and bacon and juice are in the warmer. Help yourselves. Heather, I didn't forget about you. There are 2 poached eggs and half a grapefruit in the fridge. Oh, I hope you don't mind that I made breakfast, but busy hands are happy hands. That's what I say. George!
What do you want now?
Oh, it's breakfast time, silly.
Oh, I can handle that.
Boy, I can't believe Mom. She must have fixed 5 different kind of pancakes.
I think making her own syrup was a nice touch.
So what are we gonna do?
I'm not sure. It's so unlike your mother that I'm a bit stymied.
Maybe I should turn her into the cops. I mean, that's what all the other kids are doing.
Heather, I don't think we should send Mom up the river yet. What we should try and do is help her.
You think we should tell Dad?
Stupid rat. I'd like to rip his scrawny little guts out.
Perhaps another time. Problem, George?
Yeah, I just checked the attic. Bait's gone, the traps are sprung. I look over in the corner and there's the rat picking his teeth laughing at me.
That was uncalled for.
Hey, Dad, did you catch him?
Afraid not, champ. He's not as stupid as I thought.
Probably feels the same way about you.
You gotta know how to pony. Like a Bonnie Maroney. Plessy versus Ferguson. And then you do the mashed potatoes.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just singing Land of a Thousand Dances by Cannibal and the Headhunters. What are you guys doing?
We're going up to the attic to wait for the rat.
Maybe I'll do some yard work. Hey, honey, what are you doing out here?
Oh, nothing. Just thinking about things, about life, wondering where it's all going, wondering if any of this makes any sense.
I'll rake later.
Yeah, sure, Mom.
Mrs. Owens.
Oh, everybody seems to be up.
It must be contagious.
Mom, what are you setting the table for? It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Just getting a jump on breakfast.
Why not cook a ham and get a jump on Easter?
Mom, you know what you're doing.
What's that, dear?
You're taking those pills.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Excuse me, I've got a lot of things to do.
Mom.
And even if I were taking them, I've only taken 1 or 2.
What about all that stuff you told me about it being speedy and addictive and real dangerous?
Heather, it's not the same for me as it is for you.
Sure, Mom.
You're young. You look fine. All this stuff about needing to lose weight is all in your mind. But my test tomorrow, it's very real. And I need those pills to stay awake and study because I've got to do well. You can understand that, can't you?
Yeah, I understand. You can say one thing and do whatever you want.
She'll understand when she gets older.
Good. Then perhaps she can explain it to me.
Sometimes you do things you wouldn't normally do just to help you get by. But I'm only taking them for this one exam and then never again.
With all due respect, Mrs. Owens, you're full of it. What about the next big test or the one after that? What about the night you graduate? You may want to stay up late and party. That's assuming, of course, that you do graduate. Because sooner or later, this stuff catches up with you.
I am trying to survive in a class where everyone is half my age and twice as smart. What am I supposed to do?
Why not do what the rest of us do? Get by on fear and adrenaline.
Well, if I want a lecture, I can get one at school.
Good morning, George. How was Rat Patrol?
Rotten. I'm up half the night with my bat in my hand. I fall asleep for 5 minutes. My sandwich is gone. My thermos is empty. How in the hell does a rat unscrew a thermos?
Counterclockwise?
Hey, honey.
Hey. I'm sorry I didn't come to bed last night.
Oh, I didn't notice. No, I mean, I didn't come to bed either. I must have been studying.
All right. Hey, so good luck with your oral thing today.
Thanks. Yeah, good luck with your rat.
You two have something very special.
I gotta go.
Do well.
Where are they?
Lose something?
My pills. They were in my purse, and now they're not. And they didn't just get up and walk away.
Those ones might.
Mr. Belvedere, I have a test in an hour. I know you took them, so what? Here they are. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Paranoia's part of the fun.
All right, Mr. Amakost. If Lochner versus the state of New York doesn't, as you put it, ring a bell, how about Shelley versus Kramer?
I know Kramer versus Kramer.
That's it, Mr. Amakost. Keep your sense of humor. You'll certainly be needing it when you get your grade. Good afternoon. Miss Gantman, will you please send in my neck?
Hi. Sorry it took so long.
Oh, so nice to see you.
Oh, how nice to see you.
Make yourself comfortable. You may have a seat if you wish.
Thank you.
All right, Mrs. Owens, if you're fully prepared, this should be simple. I'll cite a case. You give a brief summary of the decision. I'll pose a few pertinent questions. You can stand if you like.
Thank you.
Fine. Now, what, if anything, can you tell me about the Youngstown Sheet and Tube Company versus Sawyer?
In the Youngstown Sheet and Tube Company versus Sawyer, the Supreme Court was called to rule upon the authority of the president to take possession of private property. In this case, ruling unconstitutional President Truman's seizure of the nation's steel mills to prevent a strike during the Korean War. The majority opinion was handed down by Justice Hugo Lafayette Black, with Justices Frankfurter Jackson, Douglas Clark, and Burton concurring. Don't you ever clean this place? And Justices Vinson, Reed, and Minton. The majority noted the president's power to issue the order must stem directly either from an act of Congress or from the Constitution itself. Further, the court reasoned there is no statute which expressly authorizes the president to take possession of private property, nor is there any act of Congress from which such power might fairly be implied.
Thank you, Mrs. Owens.
I know more.
I'm sure you do, but Mrs. Hofstede is expecting me home by Christmas.
Oh.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Owens.
You mean I'm finished?
Yes.
Thank you.
Have a nice nap?
Mr. Belvedere. Where's Professor Hofstadter?
He left right after he tucked you in.
Oh, no. He must think I'm such a jerk.
Yes, he does.
Did he say anything about the test?
I believe he said you passed.
I did?
He also wanted to know if you were available Tuesdays and Thursdays, whatever that means.
I guess I went a little out of control.
This time a little, next time a lot. Keep this up, and I wouldn't want you for an attorney. Neither would anyone else.
Look, I'm tired.
Really? Why not pop another of your friends?
No, thank you. I'm through with those pills.
Fine, then we can set them aside for Kevin. He starts college next year.
That's not even funny.
Oh, I am sorry. I forgot about the famous Marsha Owens double standard.
Okay, you're right. I shouldn't have taken them. But the important thing is I passed the test.
Yes, and failed everything else. Congratulations.
Hi.
Hi, honey.
How'd the test go?
I passed.
That's great.
How you doing?
Not bad. I come home, ask my daughter what's new. She says Mom's a speed freak. And Belvedere had to go pick her up because she crashed in the props office.
That's about right.
I don't get it. You're supposed to be the sensible one around here. But popping those pills is a lot dumber than anything I ever did.
Yes, and that's saying a lot. Excuse me.
Look, George, I was wrong, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I think there's someone else you should be telling that to. She's in the kitchen.
Hi, Ed. Having a little snack?
No, I'm eating a carrot. It's part of my diet. I can't take pills like some people.
I don't blame you for being mad at me.
Who's mad? I think it's great. You dress nice, go to law school, do drugs. Hey, I got the coolest mom on the block.
Look, Heather.
You're my mother. I look up to you. You're supposed to know what's right. I mean, whenever I'm going to do something, and I'm not quite sure if I should or not, I always ask myself, what would Mom think? And then if I think you think it was wrong, I don't do it. Or if I do it, I make sure you don't find out.
I thought that it was worth anything to pass that test. But it wasn't worth losing your respect.
So what do you want me to do?
I don't know. You could give me a second chance.
Yeah, I guess you've given me a few.
Thanks.
I hope you know you're grounded.
Yo, Mr. Belvedere, I'm stuck. I need a 6-letter word for airborne irritant.
How about Wesley?
Hey, I may be irritating, but I'm not airborne.
You will be if you don't get your feet off the coffee table.
All right, who's the wise guy?
What's the matter, George?
Somebody's helping that rat.
What?
Look, I could believe it when he stole the bait out of the trap. I even bought it when he emptied my thermos. But rats don't write notes.
Thanks for the cheese. Next time, leave some crackers.
Very funny, Belvedere.
Oh, don't look at me. I would have asked for cookies.
Hey, hold on. I know who's behind this, Mr. Humanitarian. With that big spiel about all God's creatures.
Hey, I didn't mean that junk. I just said it so I wouldn't have to help.
See, I started out wanting to kill him, but then I saw him sitting there with his whiskers and his cute little beady eyes. He didn't seem like a rat anymore. He seemed like one of the family.
Maybe one of your family.
Why didn't you tell me, pal? I'm not going to kill him if he's a friend of yours.
Thanks, Dad. And incidentally, I don't think he's a he, because he just had babies.
What?
Don't worry, I put him in one of Heather's drawers.
It's only 9:30, but the entire Owens household has already retired to their rooms. George and Marsha to get some much-needed rest, Wesley to tend his flock of squiggly little rodents, and Heather, in a last-ditch attempt to sweat off some pounds, has recruited Kevin to wrap her in cellophane before turning in. As for me, I'm trying to help the poor girl by removing everything from the kitchen that could possibly tempt her. It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it.